from the children of planet Earth. Hello from the children of planet Earth. Hello from the children of planet
All right, what's up, friends? It's great to do this. How are y'all today? Let's get ready to go. What's up, everybody? You ready to do this? All right. What's up, everybody? Friends, smash the like button. Let's go. Let's go. That song slaps. I know, right? Yeah, I went to this like ultra bougie boutique hotel in what's it called? I went to Disney World. BBB. Oh, yep. Let's do it. Hold up. Let me tell you the origin of that song. Where's my problems detected? Blah blah blah. Oh, there. Oh, there, popped up there. All right, let's get that BBB going. Hold up. Let's do it. Where's that VIX at? That's it? Maybe right on the money there. Okay, that's a little odd. A little interesting pre-market action. So that song, I'll give you a little. I went to Disney World, right? And picked like some rando hotel to stay in Disney Springs. I just kind of forgot how gross rando hotels are. Like, I'm super bougie when it comes to hotel. It gotta be clean. It's gotta have wooden floors or hard floors or something. Like, it can't be. What's up? Good morning, everybody. It can't be carpet. I don't want my, walking on sticky carpet or whatever. It's a Disney. It's kids and their, sodas and candy. And it's like just sticky floors, right? Anyways, we're staying at this hotel. And this is a year ago. And then freaking the time, Nicole was freaking out. She's like literally having a panic attack because it was so like. I mean, I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll just be okay with it. Like, I can be dirty or whatever. I'm like, I'll just struggle through it. We would have none of it. Like none of it. It was a thing. So we had the last minute book a spot. The only thing we found was this bougie little boutique hotel, which actually turned out to be very Miami style. It was like super awesome. And it was hard to, it was in Orlando. It was about like 15 minutes from the park. I mean, it's far, 15, 20 minutes. But then I was laying by the pool, middle of the week. Nobody was there, clearly because it's, you're in that city to go to Disney World, nowhere else. Oh, wait, you can't hear me? The other stream? What other stream? Hello from the Children of Planet Earth is on the gold record Sound Voyager. That's correct. And so I remember like laying there in this bougie hotel. The one day I didn't go to the park. The parks. I'll update this in the Discord, by the way. I'm just laying there. It's like a Wednesday or something. And nobody's there. And like, I'm getting special treatment from everybody because this is bougie hotel. Like, it was like the manager's walking out. Do you need anything? How's it going? Like, oh, this is the president of the company coming to say hi. No, it's not really the president, but like everybody was just ready to serve because it was such an empty thing with such a huge staff. And it was very Miami. Like, you walked in, the hotel had its own fragrance pumping through the thing. There was a DJ playing in the lobby. They were selling like boutique perfumes, and like, it was just very Miami. Like, that's what they all, it was like the Hotel One and all that. Anyways, I lay by the pool, and that song, that T-Mid song, it's called Golden Record, by the way, which is exactly that song that you said that slaps. I'll give you all the link to that. And so I'm laying there, and it's like just playing while I'm eating cheeseburger. It also was an alcohol-free hotel, which was really interesting. They had like mocktails. That's it, because it was a wellness, bougie wellness hotel, which is kind of cool. So I, door dashed a bottle of, I door dashed some Clase Azul and some I'm not call it Clase Azul, Casamigos, and a bottle of vodka, and laid by the pool just drinking tequila. And that song plays on. It's like Hello from the Children of Planet Earth. I'm like, oh, that sounds so good for the stream. And then that was a long story just to tell you where that song came from. It was just like that loungy pool music, So, anywho. Morning. 8 minutes to market opens. That's it. We got a new triple V. We absolutely did. 14.3 is the number. Let me go ahead and update that for you guys. But it was like that bougie, just, lounge pool music. DJ was spinning, I was like, that song slaps. The whole space theme of Rocket Scooter. Okay, we're gonna update the triple B. Everyone. What is the number? 14.3. BBB for December. Oops, I called it November. Let's go ahead and give the right number. December. Okay. That is correct. That is on that golden record. That's on the Voyager. That should be. It's out in deep space right now. And about another. Let's see. Out in interstellar space, it is. Here's a picture of it. There's a thing, I always forget what it's called. It's like outside of ooh, look what I found. Speaking of, I'll check that out. There she goes. A Matt and a podcast at the same time. Why don't you check your browser tabs? You might be listening to two things at once. The DD bands are down for some reason. We'll look into it real quick. There goes Voyager. It's out. It's what we call interstellar space, which is beyond Pluto. But before I forgot what it's called. It's like the there's like this area of material that's outside of the solar. So there's like a space area, and there's like debris field or something. I don't know. There's an embedded file that's playing. And like, I can't hear Matt over these naughty videos of two people knocking boots. What's going on? Hey man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do before the market day. Like it's like what they said in The Big Short. It's like, if you masturbate, he goes up. I mean, yeah, a couple times a week. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta get those numbers up. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna bring us 2 dirty martinis, 7.5 minutes from now. You're gonna bring out 2 more. In 5 minutes, every martini after that, you'll bring out 2 more until one of us passes the fuck out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. 4 minutes to market opens. Let's take a look. We don't have DD bands, unfortunately. So let's just kind of estimate where they are, right? We kind of can figure this out from our data from yesterday. So let's go all the way to. Let's draw them. Like, let me draw them before I get some time. Okay, let's just estimate where they are. Somehow the table failed, and that's really odd. So they're looking into it right now, but until then. 17, 15. Okay, let's go right to the open, which is here. Okay, we'll do 31 points below. So let's do this. Somebody do the math really quick for me. 45, 14, 50. Oh my God, Itai, I love you, man. Like, you guys are on. I love you guys so much. All right, let's go. 45, 45. Man, you're the best, man. Look at already on top of it. This is what I like. Perfect. 45, 45. Oh, you guys are great. Don't forget to subscribe, stream, smash the like button as well. We're about to get ready to go here. Where is everybody? Only 115 people. There's like half the crew. Where everybody else at today? Is people sleeping in? 4483. Let's do it. Be careful. It's a post-CPI day. Don't get too overly eager. There could always be that pop and fade kind of day. Not that I'm anticipating something like that, but you always got to be careful, right? Let's observe the overnight dynamics and see what we had in the... Wait, the dynamic bot never kicked off last night? Wait. Y'all gotta message me when that happens. So this webhook is very finicky. Oh my God. Y'all gotta send me messages whenever that happens. Don't just not tell me about that. With Van positive in this run, I'd be surprised if Swift pull back their OPEX. I agree. Once VIX options expiration happened, and that volatility that went up right now, I mean, VIX is traded. Hold on. Why is... Wait a minute. That's weird. Did I do BBB wrong? No. Oh, I did it wrong. No. But why'd the VIX just randomly shuffle like that a couple hours? I mean, that's expiration, but that's really odd. Let me double check Triple B, because this could be, Thinkorswim could be budging up here. You can't trade in futures, seems to be a problem. All right, we'll double check. It might be something with edge clear. Hold on. Okay, refresh. Try again. Okay, we should be good. 1 minute till market opens. Everybody refresh your platform real quick. We just loaded a fix. Let me close down and open up. You should be good now. Oh, there we go. We're good. All right, everybody refresh. Do it before the market opens so you don't congest up the system. All right, let's go. Okay, let's get ready to roll here. Okay, we gotta run up here. There's that gap fill. Daily web resilience is nice and positive. Upper DD band's in the way here. Make sure, let me announce to everybody here. Everyone, please refresh the platforms. Pick a random number between 1 and 30 and wait that many seconds to not congest. Fix loaded for RI table. Okay, everybody pick a random number between 1 and 30. Count that far and then hit refresh. Yeah, like Carl, I think you're right. I need to look at this because I think Thinkorswim rolled the contract at the wrong time. I'll have to look into it. Normally it rolls the contract between the session, but this little gap up right there doesn't seem to be right. Let me double check that. Everybody picks one. You guys are hilarious. Okay, let's see what we got. Inside the box, reses are positive, sorting in there. Let's do trade plan real quick. Open here, open, blue, open on the BLU. Pretty much a setup there. DD bands is practically up here to DD if we run in there. It's pretty much a rule. DD ratio is probably bullish, so that's going to be decent there. Let's see, from here, 25 to 45. It's about a 20-point run, but man, I just have a icky feeling about this open this morning. 7:30. Market's trying to do that post CPI sell-off. Okay, I'm not going to anticipate that, but I just have this bad feeling about what's going on today. Let's refresh the data. Core PPI came out 2.4 on and 2.7. The month over month is actually at 0, which is interesting. That's a loss against the forecast. So that's the core, and then regular PPI. Again, these are huge misses on the data. Let's pull this up. Interesting to see the food industry, transportation sector of things, and retail sales are not as bad. They're still down, but they're not as bad as the projection was. So just in general, the PPI coming back down, just like the CPI came down a little bit, but it's a measure of inflation, just a similar approach. And the market's just going to, noise and news is going to be noise these days. I mean, everybody's expecting the bad news, good news, whatever. Everyone, don't forget, smash the like button while you're here. Get ready to go. Dynamic hedge pressure bot didn't kick off for some reason. So let me run that real quick. No clue why it didn't. It's the webhook is real finicky. So sometimes like my cloud storage doesn't update in the time. It's just crazy. Okay, watch. I'm gonna do it right now. Recopy the numbers and trigger the webhook. It should kick off in the Discord in about 2 minutes. All right. Oh, wait a minute. We have VIX in the process. Okay, everybody. You know the drill here. We could get that sell-off day today up in here. Again, I don't have any indication to do that, but remember what happens with the VIX, right? Okay, key level today, VIX 11.5, UVXY, bounce point. VIX here is downside from wherever, probably so. We might have a little impact line right about 35 level. Resilience is trying to solve this. Oh God, my brain is like, just take that bet. VIX is going to decay up and on triple B. Let me try this really quick. Let me do the calculation. December VIX Z 23. Okay, I'm going to do it the right way. I think I'm not going to trust Thinkorswim's graphics here, and I'm going to re-update that. Come on. And I think you're right, whoever said that earlier. We opened 1607. I'm going to write some numbers down. Okay, and that's the Z contract. Let's go back to the X contract is 23 November. X 23. Quick. I think the Thinkorswim just updated it weird. Yeah, don't ever trust the drawing again. Good. And that was the close. 14.4. Okay, those are numbers. All right, so the midpoint of that. Let's see, 1.6. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Let me do the little. What is that? 16. Oh, sorry, 1.16.07. Minus, I'm done between tabs here, 14.4. 15.24. Yeah, you're correct. Wait. That was right. Come on. Thinkorswim is such a clunky dinosaur, I swear. This thing, all these platforms from like the early 2000s I loved growing up. They just run so slow. All right, let me redo the graphic, and it was at 15. What did I say? 15.24. Yep. Okay. Good call. Good call. Whoever did that. I'm not looking at my screen, but thank you for doing that. 15.24. Let me remove that July one just to remove it. Very odd, right? Yeah, I don't trust the graphics there. Let's just remove this July one. Okay. 15.24, correct. Okay, good deal. You guys nailed it. 15.24. I'm going to update the thing. All right. I'm going to wait for VIX to hit that bounce point. I actually might take a short today, a fade out short on this. I'm going to let this work its way down, though. VIX. Sorry, everybody. Update. I'm going to wait for the market to kind of bail out. Resilience is still positive, so no sell-off yet. Oops. 15.24. Ah, crap. Fumbling around. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Come on, baby. Okay. We're good here. All right, so I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the market move up. I think you guys are onto something today. He said, looks like the bear zone is most we will see today too. That's likely, well, it's likely the case. I mean, but here's the thing, right? If you open a bull zone, it's likely to reclaim the bull zone. Now, here's the thing, but not, close there is the more likely candidate. But also know this. There's also kind of like a little sub rule that goes with this, is that if you have a hedge break, you're irrational. And usually the move tries to reclaim the bull zone before it dies, if it does die. So I wouldn't say that this is low of the day. We don't have a rule for that. On the bull side open, it's bull side support, and that's it. That's all you have. If you lose support and hedge push or break at the same time, market's usually dead. But this is a very common move. Bull zone tries to reclaim, bear zone tries to reclaim bull zone, and that happens very often. Everybody, y'all know that, right? So if I'm shorting, and I hit the bear zone, I'm usually going to cover, and I'm going to take trade number 2 right there. That's what I want to set up for today. That'd be a beautiful play if I get all the legs of it. So we'll see. So essentially what we're looking for, I'm not going to jump in early on this. That post CPI, like the market's going to move really high, I think, today. Up towards, DD's up in here somewhere. then we're going to get some downside move, possibly. Is it going to work its way lower? If res is less than 0, it could do that. There is a second move from there on that case. And the reason I'm going to probably think it's going to pivot is going to be UVXY pivot, right? So somewhere in the middle of this, bounce, right? We know that rule. Anytime volatility can bounce, you're going to have some turnaround, right? Possibly. Doesn't mean you have to. It means any selling pressure will kick it lower, though. All right, friends, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the stream. We got a third of you love me. The other 2/3 of you, why you hate me? I'm gonna turn my camera on for you guys. This is the thing I've been talking about. I have this really badass studio that I work in. It's a little film studio. I've got like cameras and soundproof room, and it even looks cool in here. You know what I don't do? I don't turn my camera on. I don't know why I don't really do that. I used to. Oh, well, I don't wear pants a lot of the time. That's probably why. Let's get QQQ today. And IWM, take a look at some of these things. I'm going to be trading ES futures right now, but I'm looking for a volatility play. So right now, there's really no indication to do much. I want to let this kind of pop up one little last instant. I kind of want to build a potential short play off of some volatility. Now, we're about to hit triple B, 1524, and I think that's going to create some turbulence in the market. So what I want to do, what I want to see happen is, again, I want to see this try to attempt to make its way higher. Like that. Whenever we get a volatility play on that VIX bounce. So we'll long up on Q, same thing, just, you know, Q has that kind of V-shaped move there. So again, it's not super actionable from where we are now. I'm going to let it play out. But I don't think the market's going to collapse today. What I do think is that on, you know, these daily candles, right? Let's just say, like, I got that feeling like it's going to be, what do they call, like a inverted hammer candle or something? What the hell is it called? Like, you guys remember candle stuff? I remember I read about candles my first, I don't know, a couple weeks doing this. And I don't know, it was a million years ago, so I forgot. You know, you have candle, and then big candle, and then you have like this dude right here, like basically this. And then the next day is always a toss-up, right? The next day could be a big down there. The next day could be another up day. You guys know, like, y'all, it happens a lot, right? You exhaust the move and squeeze one more time, and then people fade it back to the close. Very common play, and I hate looking at candle patterns as common plays, but it's a very common thing. Hammer something. You know what I'm talking about? So let's look at NQ. I think NQ might hit upper DD band. Let's double check really quick. NQ futures. Oh shit, it did overnight, huh? Okay. So let's go ahead and let S&P guide this. I'm not going to jump in too soon on this. Let the S&P move up just a little tiny bit. Go to my watches. Don't forget, we have a Black Friday thing going on here, Rocket Scooter. You guys can get full access to the platform. We're doing $35 a month for 3 months for the $200 package. Really awesome setup there. Or 60% off yearly or 20% off lifetime. Big cool thing. You guys can support the development of the platform, the marketplace, and all the cool things coming out. We love you so much. IWM belong up. Same thing. All right. Raise your hand. Show of hands. How many people are feeling like we're like one of those things today? Which platform? This platform, the one you see on my screen, the Rocket Scooter platform. How many people have that feeling that once VIX gets a bounce, we're going to trigger some selling pressure? What do y'all think? Suspect Matt drinks a fancy espresso in the morning. It takes some kind of drug in the morning to perk me up. I have to. If I don't, I'm dead. Dead tired. So I just been up since 5 o'clock this morning. So that's why I'm wide awake. I got up Couldn't sleep. I went and had sushi last night. It was delightful. Drank a whole bottle of sake. Well, me and a friend split a bottle of sake. And then came home, went to bed. Woke up at 5 in the morning and was watching Seinfeld episodes. And really never went back to sleep. Selling pressure, you guys agree? Don't understand. We're BLU and res is positive. Why not go right to take a trade from top redistribution zone? Because res is not positive enough for me to like it. Nasdaq has already hit upper DD band, and we're hitting that caution. And I'm just so used to seeing these post CPI fade days, and resilience is trying to break negative. It's just a feeling I have. It's a feeling I have that the S&P's completed the majority of the move, and I don't want to. I don't want to play it because days like this just have me nervous. We're also at a yellow line, which is 45, 24, 36, which is where we are literally right now. Or 45, 24 and some change. Call it a gut feeling. I have a feeling resilience is going to start fading out. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to let the market trap some bulls real quick, and I might... Volatility is why. I say it's a gut feeling, but the VIX is why. We have VIX bounce points. This is why. That's why. The bull run ends early if we bounce on VIX, possibly. That's what makes me a little concerned. You got to pay attention in the mornings when I spell out my trade plan. Okay, so there's that yellow line right there. Yes, sir. I got you, bro. So VIX, right? We're in a very tight move on the VIX, so upside is limited. Right, so VIX roll, and this is from the cheat sheets here. If you guys haven't played with your cheat sheets yet, we have a ton of them. They go over every one of our tools and strategies that kind of show you what to expect. This is that VIX cheat sheet where anytime you interact with a bounce point where VIX can bounce, and it is bouncing, at some point, your little ticking time bomb can explode on you. Any selling pressure at all will completely collapse on a thin market, volatile market that's hedging itself higher. As volatility is hedging itself higher, the options will price in that in their premiums, and the bid ask will get wider, and the market will get thinner, and the orders will thin out on the level 2, and then therefore the market can rapidly move. So anytime you have that fuse lit, and right, volatility is climbing on its own hedging, you gotta be careful, right? We all know how that works. Don't know OPEX, this positive egg would have resulted in a swift correction this week. Jesus, I think I agree with you. It makes sense. But like the thing is today, you have to be very careful because a volatility move like this, people are going to try to fade this and short this like it's going to collapse on itself. And I think that the market's going to not break yesterday's lows. Like the 15,800 level on NASDAQ, I think it's going to hold pretty good. I think it's just going to fight its way lower today. I don't think it's going to collapse its way lower, but I think volatility is going to open up the market. So if I know volatility is coming, I know I'm going to get some V's to play with. I'm not going to chase a red candle like I'm going to be missing out. So volatility is going to likely give me some moves to play with, and the market's probably going to chop its way down. Right? Anytime you know volatility is a play, never chase. Never be like, I'm going to miss out on that. It's usually going to bounce around a lot, because that's what volatility is, right? Those big V's. So we're looking for that. So I'm going to be patiently waiting for somewhere to play off of as this goes down. Now again, we can break hedge pressure now, and market can swiftly dive out. But we'll see. Let's see, what was I trying to do here? Yeah, so I'm gonna be patient on this. I'm gonna wait for it to play out. What's next? Is it? So is that a fart? I don't think so. Oh, y'all hear? It is 15:24. Let me get my... Still waiting for this to play out. No, I'm not farting, but that's funny. You had to calculate it by opening up the charts and the two different contracts, and you calculate it. Let me try something real quick. I need to reconfigure something on my stream.
There are no guarantees.
All right, let me try this. Test. Test, test, test. Okay. Oh. You hear me fumbling with my zippers, probably. Looking for my AirPods. How would they go? Lost my AirPods, dang it. Res is negative. This is probably a good spot to try to play on. Resilience can predict hedge versus rake as well. You know what? We should do like... Why is my noise gate not on? Oh god, I'm listening to my sound. This is really weird. Hold on. Oh, no wonder. Okay, check, 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 check. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. People are like, Matt, we can hear you eating. And I was like, like my noise gate isn't turning on. MHP break on VIX. Oh yeah. All right. Why not? Let's just take a small. I'm gonna chase. I know I missed out on this, but we have a hedge for break on here. Chat mic chat. I didn't know my sound was this bad. Something's messed up here. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Like I can hear my computer sound in the back, which is weird. Like my noise gate is not turning on. Why is that, chat? See, it's doing what I thought it was gonna do. We'll be here on this. I'm gonna play on both sides now on this.
Like I can hear my computer sound in the back. It's weird. Like noise canceling.
Okay, let's see if that's making this. Is at least my echo working?
See, it's doing what I thought it was gonna do. We'll be here on this. I'm gonna play on both sides now on this.
Okay, let's try this noise gate. No wonder. People were saying it sounded weird. Yeah, let's go back to my mic. That's a little bit better, but... Threshold... Attack, attenuation, release. Quicker release. Let's try that. Yeah, you guys can hear me like smacking my food and drinking my coffee. Is that better? The background noise is gone. For some reason my noise gate didn't turn on. Whenever I reformatted my computer, I guess I didn't load my load settings.
Smacking my food and drinking my coffee. Is that better? The background noise is gone. For some reason my noise gate didn't turn on. Right. Reformatted my computer. I guess I didn't load my...
And y'all can hear the cats every day in the meow. Oh. Oh. Man, that's better. So much better. Okay. Check, check, check. Okay, that's good. Chat mic, broadcast mic, chat.
Y'all can hear the cats right in the meow. Man, that's better.
Okay, let's see if that works.
Check, check, check. Okay, that's good.
That's so much better. Wow, how annoying. Sorry for doing that. Doing y'all's ears last couple of weeks. I'm probably gonna get squeezed a little bit. Oh my gosh, ASMR. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get that setup I'm looking for. Okay. Get the cat his own mic. Oh, that's hilarious. Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know what I was doing. Okay. Set up here. There it is. Pop is back. There we go. Oh. You just can't hear me scratching my ass and stuff. Oh my god. I forgot to... okay. Alright. That's better. Thank God. I don't even know why you guys listen to me every morning. So much better. That's right. I don't have the gate turned on here. Oh, okay, yeah. So I forgot I was doing... I was actually using my encoders software to run my noise gate last time. All right. You guys ready? Check this out. Give myself a nice, cool radio voice. Let's see how deep I can get it to go. Not too deep. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Oh, it sounds so great. All right. Thank God. Shit, I could hear every single tiny little noise. How annoying. I like click my fingers and stuff. Like I twitch my hand for my Tourette's. Like I fucking twitch my hand a lot. You can hear that shit too. I have little twitchy hands. So you're gonna be being all clickety clack. All right. Get the cat as a mic. Fuki, where you at? He's not meowing today. He must be napping. It's only a matter of time. Rez is looking pretty awesome for a pull. What do y'all think? I'm gonna hold one and then double down in case we pop. So I'm gonna short here and here, 2 places. Entry 1. Entry 2. Enjoy the kitty cat videos. I know everybody loves cats. Cheap views. That's all it is. It's a cheap way. I forgot to put my noise gate and my de-esser and my suppression sound stuff on here in my presentation. Let me save. Good Lord. Earth main. Okay, save. Yes, replace. Well, this is gonna be a resilience predicts hedge pressure break. It could be. So what I'm looking for is here and here to trade it back down. On the idea that you have 2 VXY setups here on a move, some VIX to the upside. You have 1 and 2. Right. 1 and 2. That's what I'm looking for, right? Playing both hands, half a position here, half a position there. Playing it down. Res is strikingly close to 0, which means, you know, we're close enough to support. She might get that second run here. But other than that, whatever short I do get, I usually will exit here. If res is negative, it's going to go to here and break hedge and then go to there. So my exit will likely be there. Right, this is one of those special, there's a video we have on this called Res Predicts Hedge Pressure Break when hedge pressure is inside of the box. Your tendency of resilience having a higher priority than liquidity map means that while this could bounce, I'm expecting that to fail if res is less than 0. So you got both possibilities ready to go. The delta is strong, good call. It is, yeah. Does it sound much better now that I have turned on all the noise suppression? I'm hearing like the hum of my computer fans. How annoying. Oh yeah, let's find my my AirPods. Oops. Today is winter cleaning day. I call it spring cleaning day, but it's winter cleaning day. I'm about to throw out 15, 20 bags full of stuff, I feel like. Just like, you know, we collect stuff as humans, and I look around and I'm just like, I have so much stuff. They don't... If I haven't touched it... Last seen on October 22nd at 5:30 in the morning on my birthday. What was I doing on my birthday at 5:30 in the morning? Oh, I was just getting home for my birthday at 5:30 in the morning. That's right. Do y'all remember? Did y'all all see the videos and photos from my birthday? It was legit crazy party. So I guess my AirPods were here, but oh, then I went to Dallas though between then and now. Did I take them with me? Oh, that's okay. Well, not okay, but I guess I have to get new ones. Oh yeah, I did show all the party, didn't I? Dinner and a show at this really awesome place called CL in Houston. They have, you know, very Vegas-y like. It's a lounge slash restaurant. Miami-like. A lot of the restaurants are like that there. Restaurant slash club. Like even like Komodo and places like that. You go and it's all bougie food. You know, where as the night progresses, your dinner table progresses into bottle service. And, you know, DJ is spinning while you're eating. Giant party. There's a huge Poseidon statue in the middle, and mermaids come out and like dance and breathe fire, and belly dancers come out. It's quite a fun experience. Houston is by far, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. If you ever want, I know when people talk about dining, they talk about New York and Chicago, you know. Houston's got some Michelin places now, as I've been hearing. I think we have a 2-star Michelin place called Les Jardinières, which is at the museum. But long story short, Houston is, in my opinion, is now the premier dining city in the country. If you are a foodie, you make your way to Houston and you book restaurants. I have a list. They pop up so fast now I can't even follow. I've got a list of like 30 places. It's just insane. So it's, I don't know if it's just cheap to build here, but everybody's coming here. Crazy party from Daddy. Oh yeah, you guys remember that? Oh, my friends call me Daddy. That's the funny part. That's just a long story there, but happy birthday, Daddy. That was my that was the theme of the night. Portland food is insane. I've still never been to Portland, but I heard it's good. What makes Houston food good is like 2 or 3 different. Actually, like maybe let me listen. First of all, our what we call it, you know, Bel Air, or the, you know, colloquial they call it Chinatown, but it's all Asian culture town. Like you name a country in Asia, there is that kind of food in a pocket with a bunch of restaurants all over. You can pick Korean, Vietnamese, different provinces in China. I mean, you got everything out there, and there is thousands of restaurants, a whole city on the side of the city. So that's a whole experience of itself. It's like almost like you did take a trip to Asia. It's amazing. The food there is just so good. That's that we have that going for us, and we are also like the most culturally diverse city in the country, I believe now still. So you've got every ethnicity somewhere, some kind of food. You name a country, we got somebody open up a restaurant here with that kind of food. And now the last was such a fusion-y kind of flavors. Now all the big chefs are coming here, probably because it's cheap to buy and build, and it's the cheapest, land out anywhere in Texas. So you're getting all the big nightclub owners and big restaurant owners opening up stuff here, and they're just concepts are just like they have that Vegas-y, showboaty kind of feel to it. We had like maybe 4 or 5 years ago a couple of them pop up, and now there's 30 or 40. I mean, you just can't. Every weekend it's like, you got a restaurant lounge turns into a club at night, and it's just so we're getting that whole nightlife, party life kind of. But the food is just so good everywhere. That sushi place until last night, top tier. Which town I live in? Houston. I am in the Montrose area. Wait, are you in Houston? Who is in Houston, by the way? Let me see my Houstonians, my friends. My house is in Montrose. Austin is great. As far as a place to live, Houston is that big city. Bro, you're in Montrose? That's amazing. Like, but without doxing yourself, give me a more specific Montrose-ish area. Are you closer to like the Fairview side of Montrose or the Allen Parkway side of Montrose? You live right near the park? Yeah. So you're not too far from me, man. That's cool. That's dope. And dude, how do you like the park? Bayou Park? It's dope, right? It's lit up. You can go running at night. I love that place. We used to have music festivals there before they, we had this music festival called Free Press Summerfest. It was massive. It was the size of like an NACL or a Lollapalooza kind of festival. And they had it in that park. But then the city put all this money into revamping it, and then they didn't let the festival be there anymore. Carmel lives Texas. Cool, man. Well, dude, geez, we gotta grab a beer sometime. I hang out with a bunch of traders. We chill and do all kind of stuff. You in Houston's a kid, you hate the humidity? I hate the humidity, man. It's terrible. Wait, Shade Eyes, what restaurant? What was the name of the restaurant? Goldstrummen? Really? Let me see. It is. Oh no, I know exactly where it is. It's in the Post Houston. I have been there. As a matter of fact, I remember. I never ate there, but I remember getting samples from there. It's a Norwegian. It's like a food hall place. I do remember they were giving out samples. Yeah. Right? I mean, you get everything here. It's so crazy now. Now, it can get expensive dining out all the time, but food is expensive in general. Thank you, inflation. Y'all want to give me a follow on Insta? Y'all can follow my food love. Home. Let's see what I got here. Oh yeah. Here, this is last night. It's a little cocktail. This is one of my favorite local chill bars. Oh yeah, look at this. Hold on. Let's not. Wait, it's just my feed. Oh, here we go. And that's like sake was served in like a little thing like that. This is like Toro Tartar. Like amazingly good. Day Trader Paradise, you guys follow me if y'all want to. It's like I can follow my antics. Mostly food. food and sometimes occasional parties. I'm in a save money mode in life though, so I don't like to splurge too much. I live very frugally. But when I go out and have fun, I have fun. So it looks like I'm gonna get my trade set up number 2, which should be good. I think I got him right at the bottom, like a schmuck. Rescued itself a little bit. You're 8 hours from Houston. Oh, nice. So back to Austin, right? So you're saying Portland is nothing compared to Austin? I mean, compared to Seattle? See, I've never been to either one of those places. I'm definitely down to do that. Check them out. So Houston and Austin, here's the difference. In San Antonio or in Dallas, there are 4 big cities here. They're all different. Now, no offense if you live in any of these cities. Here's my honest review as a Houstonian. Not that being favorite to my own city, but start with the easiest one. San Antonio. Like San Antonio, by the way, San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas are all 3 in the top 10 cities population-wise in America. People don't really think of San Antonio on that list because it's, but it's a huge city. There's a lot to do there. Now, San Antonio is like, it's an old Spanish settlement town, right? Everybody remembers the Alamo, the Texas story of the Alamo that happened in San Antonio. Spanish settlement mission. Mexico was there for a while, you know. Well, Mexico owned Texas. It's a big Mexican influence in San Antonio, which is cool in its own regard. Like food, culture, still has, for being a big city, it still has that feel. It's pretty cool. Again, but the city is kind of boring because there's not a lot to do. It's more family oriented of the 4 cities, I think. And it's a good tourist spot. If you go there one time and hit up all the things, it's like the most touristy of all of our cities. All the tours you can do there. It's actually really fun. I used to do it when we were kids. A lot of fun stuff to do there. Like living there, and people live there say they get kind of bored because there's not a lot. There's like a river walk and a bunch of fun things to do. But it's like living there. You don't really go into the city and do the touristy stuff, right? So you kind of that gets old real quick. And other than that, the city doesn't have like a lot of big stuff, nightlife, not a lot of big sports teams, some of them, but yeah. But it's a great place, really fun, really the friendliest city I've ever been to in my life. People there are so nice. Dallas is kind of like Houston's little brother, I would say. I think the sports culture in Dallas is better. They got better teams than we do in Houston for sure. Not as much stuff to do at night, not as many cool restaurants, but it's same thing. It's like the same style of city, big city, a lot of stuff to do, but not as much stuff by far. And most of Dallas is like suburby feel. You don't get like that city feel everywhere there. It's like suburbs in the city, which is nice. It feels safe. It feels nice. A lot of people live there and work there. Yeah, it's cool. Houston feels empty sometimes. Like as far as a big city goes, there's no nature, there's no nothing. It's a big concrete thing. It's not that dirty for a big city. Lots of space. Traffic's not really that bad, believe it or not. And then just like the food is good here, and there's just so many different things to do. That's why I like it. I grew up here, so. And Austin, I'll say, is the most fun of all the cities in Texas. Oh shit, I'm getting squeezed. All right, let's get ready for this. All right, one more bounce. I want to get that number 2 there. Austin be the most fun because it just is like a college town. The live music scene, 6th Street, the bar street, is just cool. It's never not exciting. It's like your own version of Bourbon Street, except it's not open 24/7 like Bourbon is. And you just get like tons of live music, and just Austin's a really chill, kind of has that, I would say, those of you from the Northwest, Pacific Northwest kind of feel to it. It's like healthy, health conscious, workout conscious, very open-minded. It's cool to be weird mentality, and a very kind of liberal, I guess, vibes. So everybody's cool with everybody. Like the slogan is like "Stay Weird, Austin." Like it's a pretty cool and fun place. You got rivers to ride. You're in the center of Texas. I mean, you got parks, you've got nature, you've got hills. They call it the hill country. I mean, it's like, if I were to pick of the 4 cities to live in and I ever moved from Houston, it would definitely be to Austin. That's like my vibe. Chill, easy people. And I've never been to El Paso just because it's so far away, but I always wanted to check it out. Little brother, I'm just fucking with you, Wisdom. Wait, Houston and Dallas have this this unsaid rivalry. I said that just to see if anybody would speak up. By the way, we always, both the cities like to knock each other's city off. But no, seriously though. Well, I went to contemplate moving to Dallas actually, earlier this year. So, it's like if you like the Heights in Houston, Dallas is like the Heights expanded really big. It's like city/suburb feel to a lot of the areas, which are really nice. I was looking to buy in a place called Highland Park. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I'm sure it's like north center area, which is kind of like bougie, similar to like Houston calls, I guess, River Oaks area. But then I decided against it. I'm gonna stay here. Is Sixth Street getting bad these days? Man, I need to take a trip out to Austin. It's been a while. I usually go to Hill Country in the summer. One of my favorite trips to take. Oh, you're near. Well, yeah. I mean, you're where I am. River Oaks is about 5-10 minutes away from where we are. River Oaks is where I spend a lot of my time hanging out, though. My gym's over there. My bunch of restaurants. A bunch of my friends own restaurants. That's what they do. And so a lot of their places are in that little shopping district. So I'm always going there. What are your new rules for shorting? Nothing. I'm just playing. I'm playing the angle that volatility is going to pick up. We're about to bounce on triple B, number 1. We're about to hit VIX supports, number 2. And I'm ready to take something. Again, close out this red line right here. I'm going to add to my short. And let it go. Great vegan food in Austin. Austin is a great food culture. Austin has like food truck culture. Houston has it too, but Austin's different. Like you'll be driving down the road and you'll just see this open lot with like 16 food trucks just parked and a bunch of tables in the middle. And you can just walk up. Austin's got great barbecue. I mean, it's just got everything you could possibly want as far as like a fun, entertaining city that's never boring. With cool, eclectic people. Houston's more of like a melting pot of commerce. So you're going to get a lot of, we're the biggest medical center in the world. So it's a whole bunch of like doctors and oil and gas people. You get like people flocking here for their jobs. Not because they're like, ooh, I want to move to Houston tomorrow. Austin is usually like, oh yeah, I want like to live somewhere cool. Let's go to Austin. But honestly, I have to tell you guys, you got to make a trip to Houston and start hitting up some restaurants. If you ever do, I'll give you recommendations. Anything you like, man. We got so much stuff. My favorite barbecue, Truth, Killins. Oh, yeah. So in Houston, hands down, Killins. I mean, people say talk about other places like the Pit Room stuff. I'm going to tell you something. You can't. Killins is a national treasure if you like Texas barbecue. Ronnie does it right. He's actually a family friend as well. And when he opened his burger place in Pearland, which is down in the suburbs, he has old Chevelle sitting out front. It's like part of the display of the iconic look of that old-timey burger stand feel of the restaurant, because he made a burger place. And I got a picture, I'll find it on my phone, of me and him standing in front of that car on their grand opening. It's pretty cool. Pearland's a small, I mean, not that small, but it's like a suburb of Houston. But the barbecue down there's steakhouse, there's the barbecue, there's the Tex-Mex, and then there's the burger place, and then there's a TMX, which is on Washington area in Houston, which is kind of like this hybrid restaurant concept. Come on, let's hit that hedge pusher. VIX needs to start moving. You can see this guy hit 11.5. No, but Killen's just great. Like the brisket, just hands down, they do it right. I love it. Now, Austin is a bunch of places. Barbecue in Austin is great. And all the towns out by Austin, like Taylor, Lockhart, all that area. That's like where barbecue started. Those of you that like a little history lesson, that's where, if you like barbecue, I don't care where you're from, you can thank the Germans who settled in Texas for your barbecue. And they settled out near Austin. There's a bunch of little German towns there. They brought their sausage making skills from Europe, and they opened up shop, and there's all kinds of good barbecue. And then of course, you know, we branched out like barbecue and everywhere else, but Texas barbecue, its own special treat. It's like salt and pepper, low and slow, meat falls apart. You don't put any sauce on it, nothing. It's just good tender meat, and that's like, I don't like that it's not moving. I wish it would go a little farther, but I'm right at my little second entry point anyways. We're at Triple B on VIX. Papa Bear needs a move. You live in Pearland, try Killing Burger and Killing Steakhouse and not try TMX yet? Oh, you're in Sherman's in Pearland? But at least people from Houston. How come we don't hang out? Why don't you call me? I'm in Pearland like every other weekend. The barbecue's great, right? It's really good. Resilience is going to kill me, though. It's got a ticking time bomb here. Dare I? I'm just looking to kill out this yellow line here. I mean, this impact here. Maybe I'll pop in one more at 38. A little bit higher. I was going to buy the dip environment too, but you got volatility playing out. So I'm holding for the time bomb. We also have triple B, right? So again, I could be wrong. I'm just playing something small just because that can move. Anytime volatility is there, it's like, you gotta be very careful. And I knew, I literally drew this and I go 1 and 2. I've been sitting here, right? That's literally what I drew about an hour ago. Wait. TMX is pretty cool. I don't do much Tex-Mex anymore. When I was a kid, I grew up on Tex-Mex, and I think like as years went by, my palate has refined. I just don't eat junk food anymore. And Tex-Mex is pretty much junk food, and it's delicious junk food. And you get sloshed on margaritas, and you eat chips and queso and beans, but I eat so light. I'm such a fitness type person. If I go eat Tex-Mex, I'm not gonna like splurge like I used to and just like slamming down enchiladas and fajitas and stuff. Like I'll feel like I'll get sick. My stomach couldn't handle that anymore. 50s target? I don't know. The VIX is just there, right? My triple B is wrong? No, it's right. We calculated it. 1524, isn't that right? You have to look at the two contracts, Alexander. You don't trust an hourly chart. It's weird. You have to do the two contracts. It's not too high. You have to look at the close of the one contract and the open of the other, and then do the middle. Promise. Like, don't... Resilience is just going to tell me how it's pivoting around the box. This is a volatility play, and I'll show you guys the priorities in just a second. Do this, right? Yeah, sometimes be careful. Don't trust a trading platform to show you. Like, this is what you see right here. You can't just calculate close and open with here. Because Thinkorswim didn't update and roll the contract until here. Thinkorswim drew it wrong. So what you have to do is you have to look at the November and December contract. You have to look at where the November closed and where the December opened. And December opened right up here. Right, so we're in the middle somewhere. Let me double check. Hold on. Now I could be wrong, but let me see. Let me just double check. December 23 opened at 1565. I could have calculated it wrong, so let's see. 1565. Wait a minute. Maybe I did do it wrong. What the? Wait, how did I get 16? Oh, you're all right. My equation is wrong. What is it? 15 and a quarter. Y'all were all here when I did it. Why do I have... Oh, whatever. Why do I have... Where'd I get 1607 from? Hold on, guys. Remember, volatility supersedes resilience and all that. It's a different kind of play. Oh my goodness, come on. What's going on here? VX, Z, and X23. So you have to do this. I don't know where. Okay, 14.4. Okay. Because somebody in chat said it too, and I was confirming what they wrote. And then you do Z. Oh my goodness. All right. 1565. Where the heck did I get 1607? I copied the wrong number. 1502. Is it 1502? Yeah, 1502, Carl. Like, what? What's wrong with me? How did I miss that today? Okay, my bad. 1502. Yeah. I'm sorry. You guys are awesome. I was like, that... It didn't look right, but I was like, that's what the calculation was. Thank you for letting me know. Still, though, we're still in the vicinity, right? It's not really... We're above it. The bounce of it would just be confluence of the trade. It's not really the decision to do the trade, but let me do this really quick. Oops. Sorry. 15. What is it? 2. Is it 02 or 025? Let me double check really quick. So 1503. Oh, 03. Okay, let's round up. Yeah, you guys are right. Thank you. Hi. Shine, don't screw this up again. Okay, 1503. My bad. Don't never listen to me, and y'all are smarter than I am. Oops. I did it twice in a row. Oh yeah, I'm fired. Somebody fire me. Thanks, Alexander, for coming in. Rocket is wonderful. Thank you very much, man. Oh, Sherman and Beverly, thank you for your kind words. But yeah, Texas is great. And I hate saying that because everyone's moving here and it's going to get crowded, then it's not going to be great anymore. Don't move here and mess it up. Don't come here and tear up my town. Come here and bring your manners, bring your kindness, keep the Southern hospitality good. But everybody's moving here from everywhere. It's crazy. I'm fired. Way too crowded. Why the positive resilience isn't important? It is important. You tell me, what does resilience do? You guys tell me. I think you guys... Give me a lesson. What is resilience good for? Everyone that said it. 2 people said resilience is going up. Why sure? Resilience has nothing to do with the direction of the market at all places. Let's remember, get out of the mode of indicators going up means markets go up. That's not what they do. Resilience works under a certain set of conditions though, right? So talk about resilience for me real quick. Resilience is a half gap tiebreaker, right? So in the middle, positive resilience just pushes to there. Outside of here, resilience just supports right there. Now again, see how it's shorted and it's hitting that support. Resilience is only matters in 3 spots. Or as far as like a tiebreaker goes, right? The box edges in the middle. Resilience going up doesn't mean that this happens. Resilience can go up if every stock is in the middle, right? If every stock is like in the middle of its redistribution zone, -1 tick. Like every stock is right here, okay? And one at a time, the stocks jump to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 1 tick, all the way to 500. Resilience is going to do that. And the S&P is going to do that. So resilience has to do with the flux through the middle, not just distance. So think of resilience going up as more like the number of stocks pushing through here, not the stock market going up. Think of it like that in a layman's sense. Does that make sense? So like if if Apple moves one penny from here to 1 penny there, resilience is going to have a really big spike. So resilience going up does not mean the market goes up. And this is, you need to watch the video if you think that. Explains what resilience is. Resilience has just 3 modes, and this is what you use it for. And other things outrank it. So we're going to talk about that really quick. Resilience has 3 modes. Let's look at the bullish side of things. And the bullish means a middle, it floats to the top. Look at this, middle floats to the top. Now, I took a short because something outranked resilience, and I could be wrong, but I'm going to take the gamble on that one. Off the top of the box, it is support. So both of the things that you're seeing are important. It means that we're supporting here and supporting here, likely. That's all it means. But it doesn't mean that market goes up because resilience is positive. And resilience is no longer in effect. It only matters here and here. Everyone understand so far? Number 1. So what I'm betting on is it was going down and it was less than 0 and it was fighting that area. Volatility is the next step. That's what I'm betting on. So if you go to the summary, you have to understand there's other tools we have just besides the big 3. This is number 5 on the list, and resilience is number 12. Unusual, irrational behavior can supersede this. Number 1 is Nasdaq's already hit DD band, irrational and coin flip already. Number 2 is VIX bounces are imminent. Could be an imminent selling pressure, could bring the market down. So here, an example is EVXY on both support or pivots. VIX can hedge itself higher and cause a rapid expansion of volatility. So a rapid expansion of volatility, as you see, as VIX has the ability to possibly hedge itself higher, the V's are getting bigger. See that? So that is what I'm taking the bet on. And I like this bet. Are we cool? John and everyone else? Does that make sense? Wisdom move from Maryland to Dallas. Yeah, how do you like Texas compared to like the East Coast? Most people, like, I love going to the East Coast for vacation, but I bet you people from the East Coast love it in Dallas because it's not as humid as it is down here. I mean, it's hot, don't get me wrong, but it also gets cold and snows up there a lot. So you get like cool weather, hot summers. It's a lot more chill. Like people on the East Coast are just a lot more, I feel like, tense and like, you know, that New Yorker attitude, right? Texas just feels like everybody's vibing, you know, like just kind of laid back and just like nice, friendly people. That's the South, though. The South's all like that. We just friendly here. You live in Florida, Chase? You had to leave Florida because all the people moving there. God, like Florida's real estate market is just gone to shit. You can't get anything anymore anywhere. I have a friend that lives in the Venetian Islands, and she's probably stupid rich now if she would sell her house. Actually, when I go to Miami, her and I used to go running up and down the bridge, the bridges connecting the islands. It's actively going up in a direct. Yeah, it's activity going. It's tiebreakers like on that flux. So like it's support there and support there. So it means even if I do short, think about it like this. Even if I'm short, I can short to support and close out, which is kind of like what those kind of moves are. Short to support and close out. You see how that works? So it's like even the short is there, but it can limit your trade. Now again, this is strong enough to say that it's not likely to sell off. But what I'm anticipating is that the volatility is here, that the momentum is going to be gone. Now I could be wrong, but we'll see. It just looks like one of those days where it's going to want to try to fight its way lower. And I do think we have that volatility expansion as this starts to push up. This gets wider. I don't think it's going to do that at all. I think it's probably going to do that. Or probably actually, let me start over. I think it's probably going to do this. If it does anything, that, and then kind of like close at a low. Not too far off from yesterday's high. And then tomorrow we probably keep rallying. Just a hunch though. We're also getting close to DD, yeah. I always, again, these are, you've seen me take trade like this before. These are harder trades. They're more of a gamble. Markets are irrational. What it is that if it bounces here, you can get that volatility, right? So because hedge pressure was kind of broken, does everybody see the V, right? Volatility is starting to actually build in the market, which is hinting that monthly hedge pressure break could happen. I'm observing the market, right? Volatility is going up, bigger, wider Vs. So anytime VIX can bounce or break hedge pressures or bounce on bull zones, there's a possibility that the market starts having a hard time resisting any selling pressure. Like any little bit of selling pressure could kick it really quick. Tomorrow I'm looking for red. Yeah, I'm not looking for a bear market at all. I'm definitely looking for a bull market. Still, but like monthly maps are, ooh, wait a minute. Actually, you got, ooh, the market's volatility is just dying. Look at this. Bears are shorting more. Longs are buying more. Liquidity is going up. You got a lot of traders stepping in. So right, so like a monthly maps, like it's telling me that I'm not expecting the market to fall. What I'm expecting is like a fight to get like a little lower. This pinching is very liquid. I know how that works, right? Monthly maps. When they pinch, volatility decreasing, liquidity increasing. So at least on the setup, the market's looking somewhat volatile. Yeah, I think we're gonna range, and I don't. Like I said, I think we're gonna range. Maybe like a red day here, a green day here, a red day here. I don't think we're gonna do much. But and so just reminding everybody like the priority stuff, right? So you look at where your pivots are, and then you have checks to go with it. Make sure everything lines up or doesn't line up. We have no catalyst, no volatility runaway outside the doomsday bands, not yet. Hedge pressure MHP breaks possible, but not yet. These bull zone bounces, you can say rapid expansion of volatility, and then quick sell-offs or squeezes can happen, are possible. And let's actually, like, possible. Thinner markets. So I say thinner markets. Easiest way to think of that. Any of these things, like we're not interacting with triple B, but we're above it. So, you know, overshooting pivots can happen. MHP, we're above that. So bull structure. This isn't applying today. This isn't applying today. And then everything else is like bullish-ish, right? There's no real scare in the market today. Right? Let's just say that it's one of those days where volatility is setting up to possibly be a thing. which means it's a fun, like these kind of trades is like we have it drawn as a ticking time bomb because you have to imagine like Wile E. Coyote, like as the market just inches up and inches up and inches up, and VIX starts to hedge itself higher. It's like you're just holding on to that cartoon cherry bomb. It's like it can rapidly expand on any selling pressure. And so it's like, it sucks to long and chase along in this environment because you can get a really rapid dip. If you wanted to long, what you do is you wait for those dips, right? Like that would be an example if you did want to long. But because this has pivots there, at some point I expect my long to have a limited upside and lose some momentum. But then again, market is still very bullish, so I could be wrong. But that's worth taking a stab. From Boston, been there most of your life, most people from your work environment, educated population. Yeah, I do like academia of Northeast. Texas is big, y'all have enough space. That's pretty true. In North Carolina, you're getting jammed. People from up north are a lot smaller in Texas. I love North Carolina, man. I went there on the 4th of July. Or around the 4th of July. I went to Wilmington in Carolina Beach in Raleigh. Visited family and chilled at the beach. Charlotte's great. Been there before. Love it. Few spots eaten, Matt. Oh, dude. Travelers is great. Depends on what you like. Pistolero, let me tell you. Pistolero is where you go when you're piling out of the bars at 3 in the morning. That's not where you go for good Tex-Mex or good food in general. That's where you go when you need food. And you're piling out of the bars. Yeah, nobody chooses to eat at Pistoleros. You just usually stumble in drunk. Kitty, you can hear. God, in Montrose, it's like so hard to name places. Like 1,000 places in nearby. Just in Montrose alone, on West Dallas. I mean, you've got hold on, my cat's being crazy. Cat, be quiet. Buddy, why do you meow so loud? Come in here, just meow. Pet me. Cooking Girl is pretty good. That's right there on Montrose. So you have Georgia James, fantastic steakhouse, right there next to Flight Club, the Dart Place. You have Muse, which is on West Dallas as well, right across in that area. Muse is great. It's like a fusion restaurant. Kind of like those clubby kind of restaurants. Giant cherry blossom trees on the inside. It's pretty cool. Hold on. Let me check the map real quick. The place I went to last night, Katami, the sushi place, is right on West Dallas in that same area. Travelers is great. Travelers Sable, that's a great brunch spot. Lost and Found is a great brunch spot, but you got to get up early and wait in line, and it is packed. Which is right on the Midtown area. You got the best Langford Grocery, which is one of the best burger places you ever will go to. Little mom and pop shop in Montrose. It used to be a grocery store. It used to only be cash only, so, and it usually is only open until 3 o'clock. I don't know if that's still the same. But for years, when I lived down there, I would ride my bike. Like I said, it was literally like a mom and pop shop. They didn't take credit cards, and you buy your burger with cash. It was really good. I think burger places. What else we got over here? got what's it called? I think the places go I haven't been to. Not far away. You've got you got a Hudson House. It's not a terrible place. Albee Mediterranean. This is all River Oaks. Those are all really good. Brasserie 19, River Oaks. Flora. That's a really nice bougie little restaurant. Right in the park. And my favorite restaurant is a place called Blue Dorn. And I was going to type in here because the best food you'll ever have in the city is at this place. Blue Dorn or Eunice. These are my two favorite, and they're kind of in the same area. Those are my two favorite restaurants in Houston. Well, let me start over. Those two for like date night. Or if you want the best Indian, Pakistani food you can ever have, you can go to one of those two places, Agas or Himalaya. Over there in Hillcroft, which is like what we call Little India, which is literally nothing but Indian restaurants and Pakistani restaurants. So good. So good. Yeah, dude, Agas and Himalaya, bro, like that's like that's like legacy here in Houston, man. Those places are so fucking good. 45.50 soon. A Vix, though, I'm waiting. And Himalaya got good fried chicken too. All right, give me 1 second. I still have a little bit of faith. I'd say 40. Oh, so by the way, Rocket Scooter is now integrated with GFF Brokers as another broker connection. I know we have Edge Clear here, but we actually have that brokerage allowed in CQG. So you can now trade your Robbins Cup. I hear all little wannabe traders out there on Twitter shouting, pointing at each other about the Robbins Cup, which is some kind of I don't know, trading championship. So I'm gonna be trading. I'm gonna move my account to there, and I'll be trading Robbins Cup live on stream, and I'm gonna win. And listen to all the paper traders and sim traders from the Ninja Trader world who yell and scream at each other, and just watch me quietly win that thing. I'd be in the lead by now on this challenge account. So I'm doing the quarterly, which is starts in January. So yeah, I can through here. We now have them Rocket Scooter and them tied together in CKG's cast system. So now I'm opening my account today. I talked to them on Monday. Dude, Cheyenne, when you go to Houston, like if y'all ever go to Houston, y'all just message me in Discord. I'll give you my number and just hit me up. We'll go get some drinks, or if you just want some cool spots, like you're with the family, you want to go by yourself, I'll tell you guys all the cool spots, man. I love showing off what I know about Houston. And if you want like a cool experience, all of my friends here in Houston are like restaurant and club owners. So I can hook you up with like, you know, cool stuff and get you like, you know, an experience, not just go eat at the restaurant. Like my friend could give you a tour or something. Fun, little fun things. I like planning fun things for my friends that come from out of town. So if y'all ever in Houston, y'all want a good, cool experience, or maybe you're bringing the wife to town or something, you want to show her a good time, I'll set something up for you guys. It's fun. How would it be in the lead? Being up 80%? Which funding accounts have I done with the least allowed drawdown? Are you talking about like trader funding programs? I've only done those ETF on the stream. Remember I did those? I did... Here, look at that. Let me show you. You want to see my performance history when I... Oh, by the way, Rocket Scooter has an official... anybody that does Elite Trader funding? Here, let me give it to you real quick. We work with Elite Trader funding. Here you go. All right, from now on, you guys do this. You want to sign up for ETF? We get a discount, 25% off of all your purchases there. And 20% off of recurring monthly billing until you pass the eval. Forgot about that. So yeah, we have a hookup for you guys. So 25% off of all ETF purchases if you're gonna do trader funding program. So anyways, on the stream, you can see my history when I did those. They're in the P&L section somewhere. Let me see if I do this really quick. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody said, thanks for being transparent, always showing win or loss. Well, yeah, I'm the only person that I know of that would go that far and trade on stream win or loss. There's a couple streamers that actually, not saying the only person that streams, so there are a couple streamers that actually stream trades every day too. And Patrick does, and Maddie does. If you guys like trades, oh, those guys are great. They're good. And they also trade live. So, and nobody else though that I know of. But I don't watch a lot of other streamers either. I'm trying to find my performance history for those trading accounts. Let me do this. Find this real quick. Jump. Okay. Here, go here. Let me close this off. Okay. So I've done. So I did 3 of them, and I passed all 3 of them when I did them. Like, I just right out the door. The 250 eval was here. This 250K end-of-day drawdown, I traded this right up to the 15K profit target. My run-up to drawdown ratio was literally 15. Look at how smooth that was. Pretty good. So I got 250,000 from that. The static eval, I did 2 of those and beat them both in 5 days. Or 6 days or whatever. So these are the 5,000 target, 150 static eval. I did that one. And I did a third one, it's in here somewhere, just to show it wasn't a fluke. Because people are usually like, well, how do I know it wasn't a fluke? And so I said, fine, I'll do it again. And then after passing both, I called them and said I even want the accounts. It's like, you can just cancel them. I just did it to show off, I'm not gonna lie. And no real desire to trade a paper account. And pay crazy higher taxes on the gains, and like it's not my style. But trader funding programs are great to get started. It was just to show off because everyone's doing them and stuff. They're all the brokers. I mean, the performance statements are all in there. So go search. Just search for 150K in here somewhere. Streak day 3, day 4, and I post them in there somewhere. Okay, go find them. How much did I make in total from that? Nothing. I didn't keep them. I just passed the email and called it a day. How much they pay out? I didn't take a payout. I didn't keep them. I didn't trade in them. I just wanted to pass a challenge to show off. And then I said, well, that was fun. I still try to make videos of me trading that and just doing the whole process of passing one of those to get funded and then trying to pass 10,000 or something to fund yourself. And I just kind of gave up on that effort because we released futures and Rocket Scooter. And then I was like, well, whatever. Now I'm just going to trade on our platform, which is basically what happened. If you guys remember, our futures came out and then I was just like, okay, I'll pivot. Yeah. Is that link in the Discord as well? Not yet. I'll make an announcement or something. A stop loss from here. Arbitrarily 10 points above my last entry. Vic's trying to break monthly hedge again. If you guys know of any streamers on YouTube or any streamers in general who transparently trade every day, let me know. I'll check them out. I'll review them and tell you what I really think. I'm honest. I'm not like hyper competitive or whatever about other people streaming and stuff. I like to make a lot of friends. Like on the business side of things, I mean, when it comes to YouTube and future streamers, we have like the biggest paid community on the planet, subscription wise. I mean, so I'm not a big like a lot of people out there get all mad at each other and fight each other because they're all struggling to build their client base and stuff. We're just like, I like to be cool with anybody that's cool, anybody that trades. No, don't squeeze me out. 40 is my high. This is where I want to go for right here. Again, Vix is trying to break monthly hedge, so be very careful here. I'm gonna let it span just a little bit higher, and then I'm gonna jump one more in, and I'll call it. Is it possible to connect prop firms to this platform? Absolutely. We're building that technology. As a matter of fact, we're going to be building a rhythmic side to our business. It's not this year, though. It's next year. And so once we build a rhythmic side, you'll be able to trade your ETF account or any rhythmic account, trader funding, and rocket scooter. So we'll have every trader funding program that uses rhythmic. You'll be able to trade here with it. Talk about why I don't place stop orders. Oh, so it's kind of like this, right? I'm going to quote Neil deGrasse Tyson, the physicist, right? Everybody knows him, the pop physicist, as I call him, you know, the guy that's on TV a lot. And he was on the Joe Rogan show, and he was holding his cell phone in his hand. And his cell phone doesn't have a case. He's just twirling it in his hand. And Joe Rogan is getting like visibly antsy watching him like spin his phone in his hand. And he looks at him. He's like, "You gotta stop doing that, man. You're gonna break your phone." And Neil looks at him and goes, "No, I won't." Because yeah, but you're freaking me out. Like, what if you drop it and it breaks it? And Neil goes, "I'm not gonna drop it." But he's like, "Well, how do you know?" And he says, "Because I'm not gonna drop it." And he goes, "You can't control that." He goes, "Well, I can, right? I twirl my phone in my hand so that I pay attention to it." Just like a soldier who, you know, when soldiers do that whole thing where they spin their guns around and hold on to it. The reason you practice that is it's what the medieval knights used to do, you know, swinging your sword around. It forces you to focus on your instrument in your hand. He says, "I'm not going to drop it because I'm paying attention to it. If I put a case on it, it gives me a false sense of security. To where I let up my guard, and then I usually will drop it. So I know that if I drop it, there's a penalty. Just like in war, if I drop my gun, there's a penalty. Then I don't drop my phone because I pay attention to it." And so, pop physicist, right? So the idea is that I know where I want to stop. And if I place a stop loss order, I'm therefore putting a case on my phone. I will stop where I want to stop, and I will push the button every time. I've got the discipline to not do that. If I put a stop, then I'm prone to like debating my decision when I get there. Let me just move the stop a little bit, right? Let me move it up, or oh, let me just hold through it, or let me like change it. If you ever put a stop loss order in and you move it, then stop losses are useless to you. The whole point is to set it and you agreed with it and don't change your mind. If you start moving your stop around, your profit target shouldn't have changed. So the only way you should move a stop is if you change your position, your entry changes or something else. But if just because you're losing, you're like, let me lose a little bit more just to hold on to this trade, then you're not really using a stop loss, are you? You're basically not even using one. So people dangerously, they don't use them right. And that's kind of why as the years went by, I just know where I want to stop, and I push the button when I get there every single time. The only time I'll put a stop order up is when I leave my computer. That's it. So again, I don't recommend other people trade with extreme discipline and make choices like I do, but it's a smarter choice because it gives me the rigidity I need. I know, and then of course, if I need flexibility because I'm going to play with my position, I have the ability to do so. And I only trade when there's no event, so it's very rare I'll be trading and then a spontaneous thing comes out that squeezes me real hard and catches me off guard. I'm literally staring at my computer and I'm not taking my eyes off of it. Does that make sense, anybody? So it's kind of like him in his cell phone case. If I put a stop there, I tend to become lazier as a trader. Yeah, you can put a stop loss in Rock Scooter. Like, I tend to just be like, you know, I let my guard down. So when I'm trading, like, fucking raw dogging it like I do, you know what I'm saying? I'm going in there hard with no protection. I don't fuck up as much because I'm paying attention. But I do not argue with my original thought where I want to get out. I don't get there and still hold through it and get there and hold through it. I push that button every time like the stop was there. And if you're the paranoid type or the, you know, I guess I'm the paranoid, but like the conspiracy theory type, you know, your stop loss orders do not actually, unless it's a stop limit, does not actually appear on the books, by the way. A stop market does not appear anywhere to anybody. It's local side on your platform. So if you have, oh, there's the volatility, guys. There's the hedge break, and this is why I'm in the trade. Rocket Scooter, guys, I can stick around. The fuck did I tell you? Yeah, so it's stop limit order. Any limit order will be on the books, but a stop market order doesn't. Now, here's the thing. Conspiracy theorists will tell you, your stop order is placed in a platform. When your platform passes a certain price threshold, it just fires off a market order. Now, so nobody knows a stop market order is there. However, nobody can guarantee that your broker who gave you the trading platform doesn't know that your stop is there, and your broker may be a market maker. Now, another thing is that they may know your stop is there because your platform is on their network. Just like if I give you Rocket Scooter, I could probably write code to know what your stop is too. Like we don't do anything like that, but they could. Who knows if they do or don't. And then they can take your data and pack it up into a bulk statistical data set where they can't really divulge information about your personal account because of privacy reasons. But I'm sure they can sell a statistical distribution of where everyone's stops are to the highest bidder. Now, again, I'm not, like I say, conspiracy theorists would believe stuff like that. But who's to say it's not possible that your stop loss could be bundled up and sold over the counter and packet of data to the highest bidder on Wall Street. And therefore, just people have this, you know, superstition of, I don't want to reveal my hand to anybody, just in case it's possible that happens. Now, begging the question, does your 1 or 2 contracts, anybody give a shit about that? And the answer to that is pretty much no. So I always sell that debate as, well, it's possible your stop loss could be seen by everybody because of some black market sale of data. But in reality, nobody's out there trying to get you with your 15 micros, right? So at the end of the day, putting a stop loss is not like to not show your hand. It's not a real valid reason because chances are nobody's going to see it or care. But it could be possible, right? But I don't think anybody's going to run your stop. They would take a bulk statistical. They were going to run stops and that was possible. They would look at like bell curves of where stops were and run a bunch of them. Which also leads to the question of why are you and everyone getting stopped at the same place? Maybe the market has baited everybody and drawn you to the same conclusion and y'all all converged to a similar spot to behave, which is a possible thing. Aren't stops and limits shown in bookmap? Not possible. Stop market orders are not given to the market. But limits are, and that's very possible as well. Market order, a stop market order is a market order, which means you're not on the book. Nobody will know that you have a stop there. But a stop limit order is that when the stop is triggered, it then places a limit order and then it's known on the book. But until the stop is triggered, and the limit is fired, nobody knows. So, unless something's changed and I'm wrong, but that's how it's always been. But it's a great question though. Yeah. So limits. Now, as far as my knowledge goes, the stop limit is also not known until the stop is triggered. Then the limit order is placed. I don't think the stop limit exists on the book because the stop triggers the limit order being placed. Is that correct? I've never traded with them, but that's what my brain telling me how they work. So stop limit doesn't place the limit until the stop triggers, right? Is that correct? If that's the case, then the limit order doesn't exist until that trigger happens either. See, this is why the VIX hedge pressure break type trade or hedge pressure move type trade is always a pain in the ass, because this is what it does. Volatility is going to get choppy. Just going to hang on to that. I saw a documentary on market makers. Oh, cool. Link it in Discord. I'd love to see it. I think I might have seen it. It does sound familiar. Is it like an hour plus long, like a really long YouTube video? I think I might have seen it a long time ago. Yeah, but like I said, if you're raw dogging your trading without putting in physical stop loss and all of that, you cannot at all debate your original decision on where you want to get out. Don't be in a situation where you don't have an out. I have the discipline to push the button every time, and I never fail doing that. You never see me hold a position and ride it to blow up. I'm never that stupid anymore. Like I said, anymore. But so, I mean, I know what I need to do. And so I take that extra little bit of freedom to give me the alertness I need to stay on top of it. Right? But I recommend new traders place your stops. Like, don't try to jump in and, ride your bike without training wheels just yet. I mean, like, I'm standing on the handlebars with my foot on the seat. I'm kind of going for trick shots here. In a way, if you make sense. Removing the false sense of security forces me to maintain discipline in my actions. I don't get caught off guard that often. Plus, you never see me just flatten a whole position. That's another reason I don't do it. I usually, like, if I'm triggering my stop area, I start closing little by little to give it a little bit of time. And I'm like, okay, like 45.40 is the area I want to get out at. When I get there, I'll start trimming and trimming and trimming. And I might fully be out by like by DD band or something, right? So I don't just normally like flatten the position like that. I just start to roll out of it, which also is good. Like, I hate to hit my area and just flatten out. Market's never going to run with velocity against me unless I'm trading through an event or I'm in the trade at the moment of time. Some random news thing happens that you couldn't predict. But then you always have to kind of makes you stay aware of those news events. You're scared of them. You always have the calendar open every morning. Like, what's going on? Nothing's coming out at all. No Fed speakers until at the end of the day. Fed GDP now. Oh, well, Atlanta's in 15 minutes. Yeah. You see what I'm saying, though? Like, it keeps you... It reminds you to do your homework and to stay focused. No laziness. Flash crash, you might want to hold through, actually, in theory. Well, another thing is that a crash... Here's the best part. When people say, well, what happens if... pretend I have a stop market right here. And what happens if there's an event? I'll teach you something really cool about market orders. Imagine there's an event that market just does that, right? And your stop was here. The market does this and starts fluttering. Like snap of a finger, market jumps to 52. And your stop was here. Tell me where you all think and type in chat you actually close your position actually closed out at. Let's see if you have that foresight. 36, it blasts through your stop. You think you close at 36? Allow somebody with a decade of experience to let you know you didn't close at 36. Jesus says, so you close at the top. See, this you're not guaranteed a fill here. The minute it passes through here, your platform says, okay, buy to market. And then your platform just submits a buy order to market. So your platform submits a buy. But market makers are pretty much gapping the price to a new spot. It's going to go there and your buy order hits like a queue of everyone's buy order. And so you get at the end of the line, and typically the first place it stops is likely where you actually get filled, because your buy finds the sellers that they move the price up to find, and you usually get filled here. You'll pass right through your stop and you get filled at the mercy of the market, and usually it's up here. So even though in theory you'll stop anywhere between here, no guarantee it's anywhere or here, but more often than not, you even get stopped out a lot worse than where your stop was. And a lot of times, what's really funny, sometimes on, like, if you try to go, and again, you've learned this, you ever try to trade through catalysts, this is something that happens to everybody. Imagine that you had a stop here and CPI came out and it did that, you were short, and then it did that. You go look at your close at the end of the day and you filled like right there. It swept everybody out. They filled you at the top, and then it came down. Does that sound familiar to everybody? So even in the event of sudden market moves, you're not going to get out where your stop actually is. So in reality, as market's inching and ebbing along, I just know where I want to get out of my trade. And so I'm able to just 99% of the days just cleanly walk away from it. That's why small accounts are goated. Yeah, like in reality, you want to make a living as a trader. The best way to do it, say they have $100,000 in your account. Imagine this, right? Is to take like 5 to 10K of that. My buddy does this. My buddy from Houston does this. Is 5K, trade it to 10K, pocket the 5 and start over. Pocket the 5 and start over. Pocket the 5 and just slowly build this and just grow your small account. 5K to 10K or 10K to 20K. Like make 5 or 10K at a time, just grow your wealth that way. And maybe if you want to make that slightly bigger, make it slightly bigger, but take a fraction of what you have. That way, if something weird happens, the small occasion that weird happens, your bulk of your money is safely on the sidelines, right? In futures, you don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money. You guys saw me double the 5K account in 2.5 weeks. I mean, that didn't, you know, it was a pretty decent trade run. Again, when you have to, you know, it takes time to get that good. I didn't say anybody would be that good overnight, but you don't have to literally go in there and play with big money all day long, every day. As far as streamers go, or people on streams that are trading, a lot of them are using trader funding programs, which really have no risk to them. So a lot of times, you know, somebody that's trading just a real cash account like they have, is rare to find it. But when you see me doing these things, I'm doing the discipline on a small account to show you guys how that works. I'm not, like, a lot of times, a lot of my streamer friends, they're doing like the top steps and stuff. They're taking abnormal risk that you wouldn't normally take in a real account because there is very little downside. And they'll even tell you, like, they're like, I'm going big because fuck it, it's an eval account, no matter. Or it's a funded account, I'll get another one if I fail. And you don't nobody treats their real money like that. So just know the difference. If you're trader funding programs, you're learning from people that are doing that. You're not exactly going to trade a real account with that much flexibility and freedom or willingness to just take bigger risk because whatever, it's just a funded program account. Let's go get another one. You know? So in a small account, you will be disciplined. Like I'm showing you, like, okay, I don't like this day, I'm going to sit out. I don't like that day, I'm going to sit out. You're treating it like you don't want to lose the money you have. You don't get a start over point. You don't treat it that way. So 1% of your bankroll, double, withdrawal, initial, double again, pull 50. Yeah, anytime you double your account, pull out. I mean, there's no reason not to. You double your account, you need to be taking the profits. And that means you taking profits. I mean, you move it out of your trading account. Psychologically, it's untradeable. I don't like that this market's not doing anything right now. It's making me mad. You don't have all the flexibility with the prop. Yeah, and so well, the thing is with the flexibility in the prop firms, it's not that the drawdown is what it limits your flexibility in the account that you're in. More like the mentality is, I kind of don't care if I blow up, I'll start over tomorrow. And that mentality is what I was talking about. That they trade a little more recklessly because there is no real risk to the downside, right? A lot of times you're an affiliate from one of these groups, they actually give you the account for free. You're not even, a lot of times it's not even a real funded account. It's sometimes it's a paper trading account. Or if they're trading a real account, what if you fail, what do you pay $100 to start over, right? I mean, there's not real significant risk on the table. So it allows, you know, a little more risky behavior that normally you wouldn't do in a real account. Because if you have $5,000 in a real account, you're gonna lose $5,000 if you do stuff like that. Not $100 to reset kind of thing. You just have to kind of treat them both differently like they are. You don't trade the same. And when I trade those eval accounts in the past, I didn't trade the way I trade now. I was very careful and selective. Every trade I took was very I was very rigid on my rules, very rigid on position size, never broke the rules. Here I'm bending the rules a little bit, trading heavier than I want sometimes, just having a little more fun with it. But in trader funding programs, you're going to trade with a lot more discipline if you're taking them seriously, for sure. You ran through way too many of the $17 evals. Yeah, like the Apex sometimes will get so low, like 90% off. I've seen some of them like, what, $10, $15? Yeah, $17 for an eval. And you go buy 20 of them. I hear that that's only the eval stage. And when you pass the eval stage, you got to go pay full price for the next level. Is that correct? So they bait you into the eval and essentially doesn't matter to them. And then you pass and you got to go pay the full price. That's what I've heard that happens. $85 a month on Apex. Oh, so you pay 17 for the eval and 85 to go live. Yeah, there you go. Cheat Eye trades options on a small-ish account and futures on prop accounts. You'll like to take 10x trades on prop account for every trade I'll take on the live account. Yeah, like, right? That tends to be a common mentality. You do more in an account with less risk. I mean, that's the normal decision-making process of the less risk you have, or the higher confidence you have, or the less risk you see, the more of a position you take. So if you feel that risklessness, risk-free, not a real loss to it, you're gonna play a little bigger than normal. Monthly hedge pressure break on VIX. Second attempt. This market does not want to give up today. You like trade day. I've used them to grow personal account profits. They have no restriction on withdrawals. Oh, cool. There's a lot of new trader funding programs out there. I need to get familiar with some of the newer ones. No risk awareness. Yeah, you nailed it, Cheat Eyes Corner. Like, who cares if it blows up? And that's how people treat it. Does ETF do the same thing as Apex? I don't remember. I need to get those details for you guys. I don't remember. I'm not really sure. Those evals that I did on stream, they never went live. So I'm not sure. Wait, no, I did. No, wait, hold on. I did. Did I? I kept one of them. No, don't let me lie. I just forgot. It was a year ago. I did keep one of them. Let me go check and see if I paid for it. I did keep one of them. One of them did go live. Maybe I did. Let me go find out. Man, I totally forgot I did. I did trade one of them for a little bit till we got futures. Sorry about that. At least I remember. It's been a while. I did keep one of them for a little bit. I just totally forgot. Sorry. I'm sure they probably do. The difference between monthly hedge break versus weekly hedge break on VIX, they're both of equal weight volume-wise, I would say. The difference is that weekly moves around a lot more than monthly. Monthly tends to have a larger positions anchored for longer periods of time that create the monthly. Breaking monthly so soon into the new month, which starts today in VIX, is not a good sign for the rest of the month for VIX, but again, monthly hedge pressure can move. We treat like if you break monthly hedge pressure on S&P, for instance, like SPY, as we call bear structure. If we're trading below monthly hedge pressure, I immediately have bearish mindset right out the door. So I'm looking for bear setups. If we break weekly hedge pressure, I could be bearish for the day. That's the difference. So if SPY breaks monthly hedge to the downside, my brain immediately starts thinking we're bearish until the next third Friday of the month. Does that make sense? You follow, LJ? So it's more of a longer, since monthly hedge pressure is anchored in monthly positions. That roll every third Friday of the month. And then you have that, you know, we call it bullish structure. There's a video on that in the MHP section of the Discord. So it's a little scarier for the, like when they both break in the same day, it's just scary in general. They're equally scary. If you break weekly hedge in that day, you're like, oh, well, shit, it's a bear day. Well, tomorrow is a new day. If you break monthly hedge, you go, okay, let me start putting some, let me buy some puts for my long portfolio just to weather the storm for the month. That's how, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we break hedge pressure, markets are falling on the day, I'll grab insurance. The next day I'll wake up, market looks okay, I'll sell it. You know, you buy the premium for a day, rent the premium for a day. Break monthly hedge pressure, I'll be fully hedged on my portfolio, right? As a mentality that, okay, this can be bad for a month, possibly. Let's set up for that. Yeah. I think you right click and do stop. So VIX breaking monthly hedge is where I'm like, well, let me take a stab at it. See, I'm taking a stab. The volatility is going to start growing, and this is what we talk about, right? VIX hedge break right here. Volatility can start to kind of get out of control. Like here's the volatility, right? V's are getting much bigger, and then V's are tightening up, and then V's are starting to get bigger again, right? Volatility's up, down, and up. Up, down, and up. You always, do you guys love that I trained you on how volatility works? It's very useful, right? You know that volatility is the play. That's why you see me waiting for greens to add to shorts. Like I'm not like, okay, it's gonna fall, let me just pile in. Like if this goes there, then I got more flexibility to again play the V's. And so while I did chase this with my initial position, I had two different entries. I was going to short on the hedge break and then short again if we tap there. Right? So as VIX is going up, the V's are getting bigger. So you trust that you can get a higher high to short on or a lower low to buy from. VIX goes down, the V's get smaller. V's are smaller, V's are bigger. and the VIX is going up again, and then your V's are bigger. So if I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of want to add in my short on monthly hedge break. Okay, so I'll add it like here or here, because I know I'm going to get some V's probably, right? So I'm very like less desirable for me to chase a short when I know volatility is a play. I know I'm going to get some big ups to short on. You have to trust that. And if you trade the index in choppy markets, you must be a master of the VIX, right? You have to understand the environment you're in. So pretty cool, right? What a crummy, like I said. What do y'all think today? Come on. I just hate that my entry is just so low. I hate this idea here. But it is what it is. Yeah. I thought about longing. The VIX scared me out of that. So with res still being positive, right? It's still going to try to fight at the box here. It's still going to try to support there. So still lifting pressure. Positive res, right? But VIX hedge break is and Nasdaq is there's some divergence in the index too, right? The divergence line is red, so we're irrational and random. Keep your eye out on that. Be careful. Oh, I gotta go get a masquerade mask. I forgot I'm going to a masquerade ball on Thursday. I have to go to like Party City or something. Where do you get a good masquerade mask? Like a Party City trip. And that had to be expensive. I'm gonna wear a tux jacket, some tux pants. Amazon. Oh, but for Thursday? You can overnight it by Thursday? Did I show you what happened to my shoes? Hold on, let me show you something. I'm gonna show you a terrible, sad story about the shoes. Hold on, I'm gonna post a picture. I'll show you something real quick. Sad days. Oh, this is just in my, I was driving to the shoe doctor a couple days ago. So we're at this, my buddy's birthday a couple weekends ago. And we were at this place called Heights Social. It's just a club. big, massive, you know, like area we had blocked off, and which I don't know why someone brought the hookah. Like, hookah I get when it's like, you know, you're at your table side and you've got like 15, 20 people max. Great, hookah's good. There's 100 people crammed into like 2 tables in a corner, and it was like crowded. And they brought over some hookah pipes, and like we set up the like up on top of the seats, like, you know, when you go to a club, there's always like the booth tables, but on top of the booth where there's the sitting area where people put their feet on the booth. Anyways, so like I'm sitting there, and you know how it goes. Just drunk rando people stumble into your table. You know, they're pretty, and your friend's like, yeah, come on, let them in. You know, tells the bouncer, yeah, let them in, they're pretty. And they're sitting there drinking, having a good time, and then these 20-year-old something girls that were just crashing our table kicked over the damn pipe and knocked over the shisha. Like the coals were everywhere. They fell in between the seat cushions and stuff, and there was like smoke coming out of underneath the seats because they fell, and we're immediately like scrambling to get them out. Like people were like trying to grab, there was nothing to really grab, so we're like kicking them with our shoes and trying not to burn the damn club down. And so like one of them fell on my really nice sneakers, and like, this is just me on my way to the shoe doctor. My friend was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm taking my shoe to the shoe doctor. They're like, what happened? I was like, you won't believe it, but I had like hot hookah coals fucking fall on my shoes, and like I'm like kicking them to try to keep the seats from burning. And then like the bartenders and people and the waitresses were like running over there, and they're like trying to stick their hands in there to grab. I'm like, don't stick your hands in there, there's hot burning coals, give me a stick or give me something. And so we were just like freaking out. But that was but look, the rubber of my shoes are dead, and I've got these little brown spots, so I'd take it to the shoe doctor. It's the story of my life. Damn shoe doctor. And the guy was like, well, you know, it burned the rubber, I can't do anything about it. And I was like, well, just buff it out, maybe there'll be a little chunk taken out. He's like, well, I can stain it white, it won't be so obvious, but these can forever be your hookah shoes. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Show us your really nice sneakers. I don't buy a lot of expensive stuff, and then people will know that about me when it comes to life. I'm like the one trader that doesn't have a Rolex. I don't drive a Lambo, but I have nice shoes. I always have nice. I have really nice shoes, actually, and nice colognes, and a nice computer, and a nice car, I guess. But that's it. I normally dress very conservatively. I look nice, I think, but I don't do baller status waste of money. But I do have a really awesome shoe collection. Not a lot, but I got some nice pieces. I just like shoes, I guess. Maserati is a medium expensive car, I'd say. I don't do the lamp. All my friends, one of my best friends has 3 Ferraris and a tank, literally owns a tank in his garage. That's not, I'm not that bougie with stuff. T-shirt and shorts, yeah, sneakers. But I do like to have like a couple of, the trick is with being a man or even a woman and dressing is all about a statement piece. And I'm gonna tell you, I've learned this because I have a personal shopper, because I don't got time to shop. They shop for me, right? So here's how this works. You want to look good in this life, you can go the whole mile. You can go get yourself like an Armani suit and a really nice watch, you know, like everything's nice head to toe, and yeah, you look good. But you know what looks really good? A really nice watch and nothing else, right? Or really good shoes and nothing else. And that's it. Same as a woman is a purse. You can wear the most casual, and women back me up, right? You can wear the most casual stuff in the world. You got a nice handbag, it makes the outfit, right? That's what I learned. So I wear t-shirts, ripped jeans, and they're not ripped because I bought them ripped. They're ripped because I've had them forever ripped. And then a nice pair of shoes, and you look like $1 million, and you didn't spend $1 million, right? Nice cologne collection. Oh yeah, dude. Cologne is all the rage, you know. My new go-to, I just got a Le Labo cologne discovery set. It has like 20 samples in it. I'm addicted to it. I've been wearing a different one every day to see what I like, and I love the scent. You know who else who's a big cologne buff? I don't know if you know Karma Options. He's also from Houston. Karma's a cologne guy. He always posts on his Twitter his cologne collection. When we first clicked, it was like because we both have Creed Aventus as one of our main scents, and I was like, an Aventus man. Very nice, very nice. A really good tie, yeah, like a dress shirt, a really nice tie, and you roll up your sleeves 3/4. You look like $1 million. I mean, what girl is not going to go gaga over a dude with a tie and his sleeve slightly rolled up? Like, it looks like he's working hard, but casual. That's like a timeless look right there. It's almost cheating to pick up someone at the bar. But yeah, just if you have a nice pair of shoes, you can wear a t-shirt and jeans, and people will be like, okay, that person's somebody. Or if you just wear a really nice watch, I mean, it does all the speaking for you. You don't have to go out there and waste a lot of money on clothes. I've always been the way. What kind of car do I drive? I have a Maserati Ghibli. So that was from the picture you said. That apparently needs service on the engine. So, yeah, nearly all the Creeds. Dude, Creeds are so good. They have a Creed store in the Galleria now. They used to just have to go to like Nordstrom's to get it. Now they have their own storefront, which is pretty cool. And in the storefront, they do the decanter bottles. So you can go get, it's cheaper to do decanters and fill up the spray bottle yourself, and just get the refills. Why did Mode 2 Res just fail? Because irrational, absolutely. I mean, it's irrational, Chase, right? The S&P follows the stocks when markets are rational most of the time. When markets are irrational, there's no guarantee that the S&P is leading the stock and not getting squeezed on its own accord. Does everyone see the trade I made? Does this look like a pretty decent trade that I was patient enough to wait for? Now I'm not gonna, count my chickens yet. We're finally green, but this is the trade I was set up for. And Res just went negative. Again, hedge pressure breaks in VIX. This is exactly why that ticking time bomb cheat sheet is there. And hopefully you guys see this, and this is why you subscribe to Rocket Scooter and learn from us, right? This was textbook. I shouted about this all morning. I literally drew it on my stream, didn't I? And again, let's see how well we do. My profit target, hedge pressure at least is one of them. Hold on, let me do my drawing here. Let's go all the way back. See how far back we can go. Oh no, this is getting further back than that, right? You don't know where it's gonna pivot. That's the thing. When it's volatility, you just gotta be in and hold up. That's the problem. You never know when it's gonna pivot. That's why my buddy has a tank in his garage. He literally has a tank in his garage, yeah. A real tank, yeah. Yeah, I have some really fun friends. Here. All right, it's a ticking time. I can go off at any moment in time. You never know. It's just, you just gotta be in and hold your breath. Back 2035, bro. Ali, everybody, Ali, give Ali a pat on the back. So that a glow now. That's one of our mods. Ali, killing it. Austin engineer, really smart dude. He's been killing it lately. Nice bag, bud. Yeah, morning long was textbook to the upside, right? Ounce of half gap with positive res, good trade for scalp. Right, well, positive res means greater than 10, right? Because you're irrational. Right now, it looks like it's the devil's number, 666. So we'll see if this market goes to hell or not. Q's just dead. Ollie's correct. Q's at 40, minus 40. Dead in the water. Q's about to find lower lows. I'm watching it on my other chart. Yeah, the shoe doctor cost me 150 bucks to fix my shoes. I'm so sad. I hate spending money. I'm the kind of guy though, my outfits are pretty, I'll tell you my style. I shop at John Barbados. That's the only place I ever shop at. It's like rock and roll, semi expensive but not too expensive rock and roll brand. I'll buy like one shirt that I like the V-neck I wear, V-necks I wear. I have like every color and like 4 of every color. Like I'm kind of like Mark Zuckerberg in his closet full of gray t-shirts. I've got like, when I like something, I just buy it in all the colors and just keep it. So I'll buy like a long sleeve sweater and I'll just buy all of them. And I'm very simple when it comes to fashion. I don't have I don't spend a lot on stuff. John Barbados. It's such a great brand. It's like edgy, aging rock star clothes. It's like my favorite place to shop at. But it's like classic, timeless. They had like kick-ass shoes. Let me see if I can show you what kind of the stuff that you get. They got like, look, like if you're in a British pop rock band, you get like scarves and sweaters. I mean, it's like really nice outfits, but it's not like preppy stuff. You're just kind of edgy. Like maybe you're like Chris Angel, the magician, you know? They got some they got some sweet looking clothes, all like dark and black colors and stuff. That's why I like it. Looking scarf around your neck kind of look. You know, like they got these like sweet looking rocker jackets and stuff. It's a pretty cool brand. I like it. Like I'll buy like the sweaters. Like I literally wore this sweater last night with the sushi. But like they're not that expensive, $150 maybe. But the jackets, their jackets can be like $6,000 to $8,000. Some of them are like suede leather and stuff. They get pretty expensive. Like they just these like worn leather jackets. Look how cool that looks, dude. That's like, you see this like jacket like that? Look, it's like it's worn and torn up. I mean, look how sharp that looks, man. Looks dope, right? So anyways, this is a cool brand. Good stuff. You dress like Mick Jagger and Steven Tyler. Like John Bon Jovi kind of look. I am trading to hedge pressure. Check out Eunice. Jesus, dude. Eunice is my second favorite restaurant after Blue Dorn. Let me tell you what's good about it. It's like Creole Cajun food, but it's upscale. It's not gonna, like, the inside of it's not gonna have like that super bougie, loungy kind of experience. It's just a really nice restaurant, but the food is like so good if you like that Cajun Creole style food. It's like everything on that menu is just so tasty. That's that Louisiana flavor. And it's in like, you know, our area of town, so it's kind of nice. No, I didn't take profits, Fausto, not yet. But at the end of the day, I blend in very nicely with my bougie rich friends because while I don't drive a tank, I just usually have a very nice pair of shoes. And my friends are like, one of my buddies, we go to the club and he wears like a Versace bathrobe and, you know, Louboutin shoes with the spike, like loafers with the spikes all over them. No shirt. With like a fedora hat. Like, you know, I'm talking like super stylish. Like I can never be as cool as my friends who they dress to the nines all the time. But they're all like doctors and investors and club owners and stuff. They like to be showy more than I do. And they look good. I'm like, dang, I wish I was cool enough to look cool like that. Who's driving 3 Ferraris? Or my buddy that has 3 Ferraris is a doctor. He literally has 3 of them. But doctors just make so much money in Houston. It's unreal how much money you make. You make so much money, you got to do something with it. Like it's just a couple years, you know, being a doctor. You just have money everywhere, so you got to invest, and then they turn it into like real estate investments, and they buy clubs and buy restaurants, and then you're just always, your life as a doctor becomes a life as an investor more than anything. You got to expand your portfolio and, you know, put your money in places. To be a doctor, you have to actually hire people to teach you how to be rich the right way. It's weird because it's like salary rich. So if you're not careful, you know, you lose a lot of your money if it's not invested properly. You're not like 1099 rich or self-employed rich. You're like cash rich on wages. And so typically right out the door, you're making your own like S Corp, and you're doing like all kind of stuff and paying yourself and investing your money here and there. It's tax free. You can't, these all kind of like, you got to rich the right way as a doctor. So a lot of my buddies get into investing, and one of my buddies has a private equity group that they started. A bunch of doctors, they just were like, oh, let's all just put in 4 or 5 million together. Now we got a pop, invest in stuff. But they work all the time. Yeah, they work a whole lot. I think that's probably why we play so hard on the weekends. Oh, you're a doc? Jesus, that's hilarious. Dude, well, we gotta come hang out with us sometime, man. All my friends are doctors. Until I get along with them. Literally all of my friends are doctors. That's all they do. And restaurant club owners, but like doctors mostly. They all know each other because they're doctors, and I'm friends with a couple of them that just joined the crew. I'm like they call me daddy, but they call me Zuck sometimes, because they're like, this is Matt. He's the tech guy of the crew. He's like Mark Zuckerberg. They're like, he'll make us all poor. He'll make us all look poor one day. I'm just joking around. They're like, because of tech company. But just funny. I just joke. That's why they call me daddy, because they're like, you're sugar daddy. You're gonna be the one that makes us look poor. That's why they call me daddy. So like when we had my birthday party, it was all like daddy, daddy, daddy at the table. Just to be funny. Zuck, yeah, it's like, I'm like, no, my company's not $1 billion company. You know, they're like, not yet. We know you will be one day. They're funny. But they call me Zuck because I come in with a nice pair of shoes and then a t-shirt and jeans, literally. They go, you even look like a tech guy. I'm like, yeah, I guess. You're a nurse, Leno? Oh, no way. Cool. Nurses making money too. I know some nurse practitioners that make shit 150 plus a year, and they make a lot of money if you're an NP. Nursing ain't a bad field to get into, and living in Houston, you'll always have a job if you're in Texas. Oh, you're CRNA? Oh, hell yeah. Or your next step is CRNA? That's awesome. Yeah, go through with it. You get it. You'll get a big salary boost at that point. Ow. Dude, Dude, my abs are sore. I went to fucking solid core yesterday and did some Pilates. That wrecks me, man. Obliques. I killed. So 4 months ago, I was 195 pounds. I'm 163 right now. I've lost 32 pounds since the summer. 32 pounds, guys. To get my blood pressure down, and it's working. I like get paid. Let's go. Let's get some money. I've been shrinking. Yeah, but I've been working out pretty religiously. Usually 5 days a week. I would work out more, but you need to rest. If you really want to lose weight, you need to rest in between workouts. And I'm eating very well. Like I'm eating breakfast regularly every day. I have the same thing for breakfast. I'm not eating junk food anymore. Home cooking stuff. I was getting kind of chubby for a little bit. Doctor's like, you got 170. I had some high blood pressure. I was hospitalized this last year 2 times for blood pressure. And they put me on medicine. The medicine made me paranoid. Like blood pressure medicine, I don't know if it's just me, but it fucks with your brain. I was getting like anxious, and I was like, I don't want to take medicine for it. And we're like, well, you need to because you have high blood pressure. And I go, I don't know. We've evolved for 300,000 years to stay alive without blood pressure medicine, and this civilization lasted. So what are some better ways to do it? They're like, well, we recommend you take the medicine, but if you want a natural approach, eat better, eat less salt, get your weight down, exercise more, sleep more. And I'm like, oh, all the shit I'm not doing. Okay, let's try that first and take me off the weird pills. And it's kind of gotten better, like sleeping, eating better, working out, lose weight, feel better, look better, fucking look better naked in front of the mirror. Get benefit for all of that. But honestly, I feel better, feel happier, less stress. It's nicer. So supplements and stuff. Yeah. Like I had hypertensive crisis just because of, I think because I was working too much. As you know, whenever I'm not streaming, I'm working like crazy amount. We do so much here. And just being sedentary, eating junk food, keto diet and gym. I'm not doing a specific diet. I'm eating just a certain amount of calories. Like some days I forget to eat lunch and I'll eat some Sour Patch Kids before I go work out. Just straight sugar. And I just make sure that I'm not consuming thousands of extra calories a day. Like my breakfast I keep to be like 200 or 300 calories. Then I eat like a healthy dinner and I don't eat a lunch. If I snack in the day, it's like a couple pieces of cheese, or I'll go to my garden and get some veggies and make a salad or something on occasion. But just calorie watching, you know, in minus out equals accumulation. Heart failure sucks. I know. So at least for now, I stopped drinking Celsius. That was another thing. Energy drinks. That's a big, I forgot to mention, that's a big part of it. Energy drinks are literally poison. Now, if I was in my 20s, I wouldn't care. But in my 40s, dude, you will get wired and all that. But all this other stuff they put in them, dude, it's just not good for you. Would I not try a meat diet? I heard, was it Jordan Peterson, right? He does the meat diet. I heard it's really good. I've never tried it. I think I would get bored just eating meat every day though, with nothing else. I mostly do, you know, meat, dairy, you know, and carb and protein, or like meat, cheese, you know, sandwiches. Like that's a great piece of food. It's like you got all your food groups there in a sandwich. Bread, meat, cheese, veg. The carnivore diet gets old. I know, it feels like it would get old. Like I would want some variety. I'm just waiting to get paid and let's get some money on this and we'll close out the stream. cut out gluten, dairy, and eggs. Really, no eggs? Because eggs are like a staple part of my diet. What's bad about eggs? Teach me something that I need to know. The reason I like eggs is because gram for gram, they're like the cheapest source of protein on the planet, right? Like, if you're a fitness person and you're buying protein powder for shakes, you're just getting ripped off. Like, eggs, straight up, cheapest protein you can get. Straight up superfood. Yeah, like, eggs the food of life. So I pre-make breakfast tacos, like with sausage, cheese, eggs, and veggies and herbs from my garden. And then I roll up the breakfast tacos and then I freeze them. I make like 40 to 60 of them at a time, depending. And I'll spend like one Sunday, just cook a bunch of them, roll them up, wrap them in saran wrap, and then throw them in the freezer. Microwave, that's my breakfast every morning. Talk about Celsius, you lost money with. Yeah, right? Celsius, investing in them, you lost some money. Despite stopping stream, you hold a runner until hedge pressure. Yeah, I'm holding the whole thing until hedge pressure. I need to get some movement though. I don't like that it's not falling from here. My brain is scared that it's going to pop again and keep going down, but... You found a company that's pre-made gourmet frozen microwave meals for gym rats. Oh, nice. Well, not gourmet. Every meal has like macros and calories written on it. Okay, what? Let me know a company that is. QQQ is actually still going down. Yeah, it is. Correct. Look at all this work to make $0. Y'all want to watch me enter that Robin's Cup quarterly? Starts in January. The reason I think I'll win, again, it's luck, right? But because the winners on those leaderboards don't really win by much. Their accounts are like 10%, 40%, 30%. So it's like basically either there's not a lot of people playing in that contest, or just the traders aren't that good, and it just seems to be who hasn't blown up that's at the end. I'm not seeing people with 200, 300, 400% gains. I mean, every of these small account challenges, I'm up 60%, 70%, 100%. And I could just literally get it there and stop and not have to, and just ride it out. So I think like the reason trading contests, there's like, I think the reason I want to do it is because it would be fun. Because everybody just like points at each other, says you enter it, no you enter it, no you enter it, and then watch me just like quietly walk to the finish line and get the trophy. And then everybody can be like, well, did you see this guy? This guy entered and won. What about you guys? It's like that Spider-Man meme where everybody's, two Spider-Mans are pointing at each other like, you're the fake. No, you're the fake. And then everybody's like, wait, this guy actually, this YouTube guy did it? What's up? The rocket scooter guy? I'm gonna trade the account live on stream. No shenanigans. You can see the whole thing. So I'm gonna probably switch it over. First day of the year. Can I beat the record of 11,300% returns? Jeez, that's the record. Ugh. What is 11,000%? It's 113 times 5,000, so that's 565. Wait, 506. That's $565,000 on a $5,000 account. Did I do the math right? That's 2 zeros there. It was 10K to a million. Yeah, I was saying like 5K. What did I say? 565? Yeah, that was my math. Can I do 10K to 1.1 in a year? Jesus, that's a no. I don't know how that. I don't know what the person shorted like aggressively during COVID. Like how, or they just had some cool algorithmic system that never lost or whatever. That is incredible gain for a year worth of time. No, I think nobody got. I won't even come close to that. In a year's worth of time, I could probably get to a couple 1,000%. And that one small account challenge that I did was about 6,700, peaked at about 95,000. It took about a year to get that growth. It's 1,000+%, but which I had a really good year. But 11,000%, I don't know. No, not even close. I'm not gonna lie. That is very impressive though. That's probably, you know, and it was futures. It wasn't like some kind of penny stock thing. But you said for Robin's Cup, so it was literally futures, right? Very impressive. Can I comment on the hedge break at QQQ? What's there to comment on? Hedge is broken on QQQ. It's just broken. And so market's irrational, just another irrational sign. So you're in a liquidity pocket. If it continues to fall, you know, you're balanced inside of here a little bit. And one layer down, it could be another leg to here, bull zone support on Qs. Pretty much, if it happens, like I said. I'm surprised we're not getting a lot of volatility here, and VIX is trying to hold up. You know, I'm not getting the drop that I want. I might actually pop before it falls again, which I don't. Oh no! Maybe that's a sign. Time to call it a morning. Well, we can meet back up later. I'm kind of talking about sandwiches. Kind of get a little hungry now. Hold on. Don't worry, we're working on that fix for that. Some kind of exception violation in the Edge browser. It's weird. It's pretty much only with Edge, and it's only if you got child charts open, which are the smaller popped out windows. We're still exploring fixes for that. This random stuff. My position, Josh, yes. My position is micro futures contracts. So I'm trading futures. You thought I was on a Mac? Oh. Ah. No, I got a PC with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screens. I don't like Chrome. I do. I just use Edge for Rocket Scooter, so I can remove the taskbar or the hyperlink bar at the top, the browser bar. That's the trick in Edge, so you can do it with the shortcuts. I don't know if there's a way to do it with other browsers, but I've always just known how to do it in Edge. It's like my top border. See how there's no hyperlink bar or favorites, you know, bookmarks and all that gone. There's some ways in Edge you can remove that. Come on, give Daddy the trade. $90. What? That's $30 an hour for the 3 hours it took. With some sad drawdown too, because my drawdown was pretty high. But I was holding on for some decent R&R. I think I will close at hedge pressure. You like Brave as a decent low resource alternative? Mostly end up using Chrome. To the app universe with sheets, stocks, mails. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, kitty cat's over here. Meowing. I guess meows until you pet him, then he shuts up. Can I get one futures chart at a time? I don't think so. I think you can load futures into the small charts as well. You're supposed to. I don't know if we've actually tested it real quick. Let me know. We made a data proxy for your futures to go to the child charts. I think it's been released. I'm too lazy to check it. If you don't want to mind checking for me real quick. Maybe it's not released yet. I'll follow up and see. all my focus on the dev work has been with the marketplace and white labeling business. I haven't caught up with the task group on platform updates in about a week or two. They were working on that data feed proxy because it's part of our bigger focus, but I'm not sure if futures is not really part of the current focus, but it's part of that epic. It's an internal redesign of how data is routed. So I'm not sure if that part's been, so if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It's not completed yet. It says not logged in the futures account, but are you logged in the futures account, James? All right, let me not be lazy. Let me do it myself here and see if it. Oh, okay, let me double check. Yeah, then it's probably not connected yet. Yeah, it's not. So yeah, they're not finished with it. Yeah. You might think I always have full visibility on what we're working on. Sometimes I go through so much. I approve stuff as it goes in. And I usually have project meetings to know what all we're building any given time. But the individual tasks inside of this project, I don't have full visibility on because I'm just not part of those meetings anymore. They happen in the middle of the night and I'm working on so many other things. So this is the big architecture redesign on the back end. This is to get you guys SIP data, better candles. We're gonna open up the TradingView multi-chart. I mean, somebody was asking about that. That got added to the project. Futures in the child charts, the data, the exception that's crashing edge, all that stuff is part of this package. And migrating our data pool responsibilities to a new team and redesigning the architecture for historic data. It's all that's in one giant epic that we're working on. So part of that futures, because we're creating like data proxies for all this other stuff we're doing for the data feeds. So it's in that project somewhere. Yeah, no, I don't set up a stop loss since I'm leaving my computer. I know where I want to stop, like, and I just pull the trigger. I'm committed to an all or nothing trade. I know where I want to get out. I know where I want to stop, and so either get it or I don't. Ow. And that's basically it. Yeah. I do use stop losses. I just mentally know where I stop. So I make myself push the button manually to force. It's my weird way of forcing myself to stay disciplined. I don't use the automated stop market order function, James. But I will stop where I want to stop every time. It gives you, like, forces me to pay more attention, and also gives me more flexibility in exiting all of it. Instead of, when you always see me when I exit along a trade I'm losing, I don't normally just flatten the trade, right? Sometimes I do. But a lot of times I work my way out of it. I'm like, okay, if it's volatile and then we're going to chop up and down, it squeezed me really quick. Okay, oh, it dropped a couple ticks. Okay, let me close out. Ooh, drop some more. Let me close out a few more. Like, I kind of like roll out of a position in little bites sometimes. And if I'm close to my stop area, I just don't want to be like, get it all filled at one price. Like, I'll try to fight it to make it a little better if I can. Or to buy myself a little more time just in case I'm not convinced that I purely want to exit. And what I lose is a couple more points sometimes. But oftentimes, I do still have something on the table if the trade does work my way, because my stop is right on the edge of where it should pivot anyways. So some of the futures brokers require that you set a stop. Really? Oh, I've never heard of that, but it's not like that's not possible. The FCMs could require you to set a stop for sure. Interesting. Forcing you to set a stop. Like, when you enter a position, you must put a stop at the same time. Are you allowed to move it around? That's, I wonder which brokers require that. That's interesting. Buddy. Hey, buddy. You being like extra needy today, buddy. My boy. Good boy. Well, it's weird that they would do that, and there's a reason why they would do that, but most of them have the technology to auto-liquidate you so that you don't go negative. The reason they would do that is because a futures account has the ability for you to go negative in your account. There are conditions where your account can go less than zero and you can have negative dollars and owe the broker money. They're the ones that have to pay clearing firm on your behalf if you're trading on the margin that you're trading with, and therefore they're out the money and then they come after you. So they force you to put a stop so that condition doesn't happen. Now, it usually happens when that can happen a couple of different circumstances. The main one is a circuit breaker. The S&P circuit breaker triggers at the 7%. Market opens up. After the breaker is lifted, the IOP kicks off and drops to 13 without a trade. That happened once in COVID. Don't matter if your stop was in the middle of that. You were down, S&P was down 7%. Snap your fingers, it's down 13%. Your account, if your stop loss or your blow up point was in between the two, you went negative when the market opened. So, because of the circumstances where your account can go negative and you owe them money and they'll be out the money, then they would require you to put any margin account can go negative. There are conditions where any account on margin can go negative. You borrow money more than you have, you go less than what you started with, which was zero. And so then putting a stop loss would be to protect their assets. And yeah, a lot of them have the infrastructure to close you out when they feel necessary or whatever. CQG doesn't support auto liquidation. No, yeah, that's correct. So the brokers, it's up to them to do that. I don't know what EdgeClear does. I've never hit that circumstance with them. So CQG doesn't support auto liquidation natively, but the broker might liquidate you. But you have to contact them to find out. That's a great, I probably should know what EdgeClear's policy is on that. I just never really looked into it. So does resilience overcome the DD bottom or bull zone support as well? So Let's look at that real quick. Great question. I'll be streaming a lot longer than we normally do today. Must be in a good mood. I'm feeling good today. Oh man. All right. So DD bottom, a bull zone support as well. Anything related to DD is here. And I should put DD support as well here. It's like liquidity map is where zones are, but DD enhances that. It's not explicitly stated, but it's right there. It's kind of a blend of the two. Like, bull zone support is here. If DD agrees with it, it's above resilience, right? In general, bull zone is support on liquidity map alone in most cases, right? Not all of them have trade plans, but like a BSU has bull zone support, a bear long down has bear zone resistance. If DD is in confluence with that, it makes it double strong. Yeah, no problem. Part. It wasn't explicitly stated, but it's one of those ones to where, you know, anything related to DD is a stronger pull than resilience most of the time, most all of the time. But it's a great question. I clarified that on the list. If sometimes a broker has bad auto close, you can owe money due to slippage and spread. Yeah, it's kind of a how it goes. All right, I'm tired. Chill here really quick. Okay. Okay. Stuff like that, right? I do watch the NQDD bands. Yes, I'm on the screen. No, but I always keep this open on the side. My Thinkorswim with them. Just have the 4x4 up there. I would use Rocket Scooter for 4x4 charts, but I'm not. What does this damn market don't want to move? My friend just posted something about a new speakeasy called James. Permissions opens a super secret membership only speakeasy in the Heights. What? Speakeasy offers only 100 memberships a year. That's it? How come I never heard of this? I want a membership here. My friend was just texting me she went to it. Maybe somebody. I'm gonna ask her how she got in. Do you have a separate data feed for Thinkorswim? What do you mean? The data feeds in Thinkorswim come with Thinkorswim. Man, my arm is hurting. My workout yesterday was brutal. I'm gonna tell you guys, if you've never done, I'm gonna tell you something. Don't laugh, because I know Pilates doesn't sound like a thing that you normally think of when you think of working out or bodybuilding. I've changed my whole mindset. When I was younger, I used to do CrossFit. I've always been real active and fit, right? And I got into yoga. That was like, everyone knows me as the guy that does yoga in my friends group as well. And my buddies actually all do yoga now because of me. But I don't do like traditional bodybuilding anymore because I don't want to get massive. Like lean, like time under tension type workout, slow reps under tension. Solid core is like reformer Pilates on fucking crack. It's crazy. And it's not just Pilates for core. It's like you do all kind of workouts, arms, back, legs, but it's all resistance training. So it's like having resistance springs. It's not just lifting weights. You're controlled and slow. And by far, this is the strongest I've ever been in my entire life. I go twice a week, and it's great. Resistance training, if you're like a dude and you're trying to get your legs looking beefy, because, you know, like, let's be honest, right? As dudes, we all, we know. My dad used to say curls for the girls, you get your biceps looking good, but nothing looks better than good looking legs and butt. I'm telling you, girls check that out more than they check out your arms. And that kind of reformer Pilates, solid core, butt and legs resistance workout, that's how you get toned in your legs. And it's my favorite workouts I do now. I do F45 a couple times a week. I do berries or solid core a couple times a week. And then I throw in a Pilates or yoga, and they'll get you ripped. So waiting for me, dude. I want to get into golf and get good at it, because I need some hobbies. Maybe when like things settle down at Rocket Scooter, I want to get up and go out and breathe some good air and play some golf. That'd be fun. How do you get Thinkorswim? Oh, it's free with TD Ameritrade. Just open up a TD account. Yeah, it's a free platform. Doesn't cost you anything. I don't even think there's a minimum deposit. Maybe there is. I don't know. You open up and you're good. Yep, TD account. Cheyenne does yoga. Oh, kick ass. What kind of yoga do you do? One of my best buddies is he's a real estate investor / yoga teacher for fun, and we go to he does Baptiste style vinyasa, heated vinyasa flow, hardcore workout yoga is pretty good. Attend some cardio shows, dude. I love cars. I do. Hit me up. I'll come. I'm down. I love any kind of car show. Car audio shows would be dope. Where do you usually go? I'm down. Jay says you just put in like $100, like a minimum. Oh yeah. It's been forever since I've had to answer that question, but I know that if there is a minimum, it's got to be like super small. You can open a paper account, use the data if you prefer to trade elsewhere. Oh yeah, maybe it just works for me. I get addicted to it, to golf. I mean, my friends play golf, and the only reason I haven't gone with them is because they all play enough to not suck. Like, if I would play, I wouldn't be good enough. Like, I know it's okay if nobody's good, then you just have fun playing golf. But I feel like for 18 holes, it'd be annoying if I was always not good, and making the game last longer and holding everybody up. And I'd be laughing at myself for hitting the ball in the woods, and everyone else would be like, the joke would get old pretty quick that Matt's not that great. But I'd want to get into and get good at it for sure. So confident, good hedge pusher. I don't lack the confidence right now. It's when you're irrational, you're in coin flip territory. You don't really have a lot to go off of. And right now, failing hedge pusher break 2 times is kind of scaring me out of the trade. I don't like it. So my confidence is like 50-50, and already it's a coin flip. Confidence is like 50% now. I was pretty confident on hedge breaking a second time, and now we're safe again. This is just betting on volatility, so like it could probably squeeze up before it comes down again. But in an ideal world, to be short, I want to see that volatility expand, right? That's what I want to see, and I want to see one go like that. And I think if we do, the trade basically ends the day like an 8, like a lowercase h, like that. The big ones in Texas usually go to Indiana for Slamology. Oklahoma has IFO shows. There are some shows on the West Coast and East Coast. Matter of preference. Does Houston not have like a big car audio scene? I can imagine like the West Coast and East Coast. For sure. You go to Yin Yoga. Aerial yoga is fun. Oh, aerial yoga. That's cool to watch, man. Some of my friends do it. So you're suspended from the ceiling on like silk scarf kind of things, or like drapes. It's like watching an acrobat. It's crazy. Yeah, let me know the cardio shows. I'm down. This market sucks. My confidence is shot. I don't really have a lot anymore. But we're on the fence with Res. It's still irrational, so we need the -10 or +10 to be like the threshold of having a decision make. So it being right at 0 is really hard for me to have a decision on that. So Res is not being helpful. VIX not being volatile is not being helpful. We're not really getting the setup anymore. It's starting to unwind on that potential. So. All right, you guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I'll fill you in on what happens. I'll probably hang on still to hedge. I'll probably draw my stop to about 45.30, just see. But I'll let you guys know how it turns out. All right, I'm go. Thanks, Shannon. Don't forget Black Friday stuff, man. 60% off yearly, 20% off lifetime. We love you. I gotta go. I have a meeting at 11:30, so I gotta run. I just got notified, so I gotta run. Yeah, we'll see. We'll meet you guys sometime. I'll let you know. Wish me luck.